Hello everybody and welcome back to some Heptagon Gaming when we're coming through the Halon playthrough. And we've had a pretty eventful last couple weeks here, and we ended up getting ourselves a nice crispy dungeon town, which we do plan on building up. And when I'm looking into what we should be doing next, how shall we progress, obviously these Dragon Utopias are on the list, but I kind of realized as I was checking this out that there's no guard for this. And it is entirely possible that Syra, I believe that's her name, actually came up here and cleared this one out real quick. She was pretty tough. I also noticed that she did have some artifacts that were hurting Halon's power in our fight. A mistake that I noticed we made is we were so excited about getting to her, we actually could have brought Fafnir through with a few of his extra artifacts that he ended up passing over by now, like the Necklace of Swiftness, but he could have also given over those 3 angels for the fight, which would have been very useful. But when we're looking at what's going to come next, I've been talking about how Fafnir is a candidate for being a defender, but actually, as the game wanted it, because of how much they gave him, he is now our second best hero. And I don't believe defending is going to be his goal anymore. With expert logistics, advanced wisdom, advanced earth magic, and town portal, this is a main now. This guy is going to be doing stuff, not sitting in a town. And Josephine will still be our choice for defender here, so I do believe Jeremy is actually our best choice to defend our new dungeon town with basic artillery. While this isn't insane, what it does for defenders is it allows you to act first in a fight, because when the towers shoot, you get to control the towers if you have this ability. So you can cast a spell in that time, you can also pick which target you go for. And so he's only level 2, so what we need to do is we need to start kind of buffing him up. So I do believe he's going to make his last run in this section of the map. He's going to pick up this gold, he's going to grab these genies, hit his windmill, which seems like he already did and came down. So he's going to work his way out. We've already actually gathered quite a bit of stats on him, but he still needs some more. We've never took him to the learning stone here. He could get some use out of this, and we can move him down. One of his biggest weaknesses right now is he only has 1 knowledge, but if we go into our underground section, which is the way he would have to go to get to our dungeon town, we see that there's all kinds of buffs to knowledge. So he can basically hit all these, come up through the hole, and maybe think about taking a couple easy fights to get him a little bit more experience on top of the learning stones, but he does have access to a couple. Astral will probably have to end up taking over his duties, no longer just being responsible for gathering these, but I do believe Astral can make it. Maybe if we give him a Master Genie for speed, he could make it all the way through, getting all of our creatures and hitting all of the relative structures before he makes it back to our town to drop off those creatures, and he can start his loop around again. If it gets a little bit too much for him, we could always recruit a secondary once we get these defenders tucked in. We do have Taurusar exploring for us right now. Labetha, who is a very good hero as well, I do believe is an explorer now. What we allocate to her, I'm not sure, but she does have navigation, but she does have expert earth and wisdom, which is really good. So she's definitely on the list to be graduated to a main hero, but I just don't think we have the numbers to give her yet. But when we do, we can actually kind of activate her. But for now, what I think I want to do is I want to head up this direction, and I want to see where blue actually is, because I also noticed we are tied for the most amount of towns with teal, and we have 2 towns each. Now, if you remember, teal had the archdevils, and now that they have a second town, I believe that they may have found a dwelling to get the archdevils, but I also think that they may have captured an inferno town and have built that up. So these guys might have the most dangerous army out there, with filling with slots from 2 different towns. Now we're going to be working that direction, but everyone else is still on 1 town, which makes me feel a little bit better about not feeling like we need to rush into gaining more territory. But I do want to see where blue's at, because we did severely weaken them. The longer we let them sit, the more relevant they can become, but they may actually be someone that we can get out of the game pretty soon here and give ourselves a much better situation to where maybe we can go over here and get this town freely and safely and kind of cement this little part of the map up here as our area, along with our little dungeon land, which I'm not sure how this area is. I would be very excited if it was simply a isolated island, but I don't believe it's going to be. I'm sure it connects to the mainland in some way. I was just very surprised to see so much water more in the middle of the map. So this map is very interesting. I believe Halon is going to take most of our forces, and he is going to start clearing out here. I'd like to get these legs of the Legion to Josephine, and I would like Lebetha to kind of go through this portal and kind of head out and check that out. She's going to grab herself some gargoyles. I don't believe she needs the genies. I don't want to weaken that stack too much, and we can start pushing our way north. Well, not pushing, but exploring north. I think this path should be clear, and we can kind of see where blue is at. If she gets attacked, it'll be fine. She can just retreat, get back into a town, and she can teleport wherever she wants from there. I just want to get a little bit more information up there. And then Fafnir right now is just waiting for extra gold so that he is capable of getting the rest of our troops and bringing them back to Halon, so Halon can have an easier time kind of clearing this stuff out and seeing more of our area. But we do have quite a bit of profitable structures here, even if this is cleaned out. We still have the second one here. We have a Naga bank here, and we have plenty of other little goodies out here like gems to get. So we're going to start working towards that. So first off, let's get Lebetha rolling. We're going to move Halon out since he has no plans of going anywhere at the moment. And we're going to bring Lebetha in the town. She's going to grab the gargoyles for just a moment. She's going to put all of these away. And we are going to break these apart. Then she can take one more for herself. We'll just give her the full 6 to be just as safe as we can. We also need to get these golems home for Josephine so that she can come down here and clear out these imp caches, take on these easier guards, and kind of get us some more experience for herself. So that's another goal for Fafnir. Fafnir, once he's done chaining around, we can kind of figure out a job for him. At the moment, he's basically Halon's town portal. But he will be activated shortly, and maybe his job will be to take a small force and go finish off blue. But we'll see what Lebetha finds. Let's send her through. And let's start heading up in that direction. We do have this windmill we want to get. We could get her some knowledge and things, but I think I kind of want to get this exploration handled quickly. So let's go grab this windmill at least, though. That's pretty free. We do need more resources, of course, and we'll start getting into this. You don't have the money to pick these up. Jeremy will be getting his last bit here, so I think you're fine to just wait here and pick up these this week and do your normal run, and I think we'll have enough time to get you back here. Halon is going to wait inside. He should be very safe in this town. And we're going to go ahead and end the turn there while we're waiting for gold. We could have brought the troops back right away, but I don't think we want to take these fights immediately. I kind of want to see what Lebetha finds this way. So we get some extra crystal. We see now this is probably emptied out because I remember when she first came down here, Syra, and started harassing Fafnir, she didn't have any angels, but we did see her run up here, and I don't know how I checked her, but when we did end up fighting her back by the dungeon town, she had angels, so I'm guessing she got them from here because I didn't see one in range of where she might have gone. So I do believe that that is going to be cleaned out. I don't think we have to check it out. There's another windmill here and some attack, and we can kind of work our way up, but as I thought, they are a tower player. And what's interesting about this is we know from the puzzle that this is going to be in a snow zone. So not only is this possibly Blue's final stand, but it could be the location of the Grail, which would just be cool to get at this point in the game. We would love to pick it up. So we're going to grab this with Jeremy. We're going to come through here, get the last of the genies, and he can start heading around to become a defender. In here, we can get the last couple of Titans if we want to do some trading. We could also alternatively upgrade the Nagas, which would be pretty good. We don't have to do anything though just yet, so let's take a look at what else we can find. Plenty of gold, which is exactly what we need. And Rissa is going to double down on her specialty. Josephine has gathered most of the stats here. This is not accessible without clearing the halflings. Which is not something we are capable of doing at the moment. So we're going to move her in this direction because she's going to pick herself up some golems now, and she's going to start clearing this out. We need to get on that. I do believe we can pick up the last two Titans now. I think that would be the more... It doesn't look like we have the gems. Oh, it's just being a little bit glitchy there. We'll put the Nagas away, maybe. Honestly, Fafnir could just teleport, bring these, come back for the Nagas afterwards. We do have enough, I think, to pick up a few genies as well. We'll go ahead and send Fafnir through. Halon can step out. Fafnir can head to Sorrow Crown. And he can give over these very strong units. And we'll send him back to Silver Spire because he still has more work to be done in here. We probably should have grabbed the golems for Josephine, but it's fine. We can get him next turn. Maybe we'll even use them for this Utopia that's coming up. And I do believe our current forces are looking very nice. And I think we're prepared to take on a Dragon Utopia. I think we can make this one. Let's see if she did clear it out. She did. That is unfortunate, but we can head to the next one, which is right up here. And I do believe we'll take the golems into the Utopia before we give them over to Josephine. We're out of money, unfortunately, so we can't get anything there. I did kind of want to get this town going, but we don't have to do it right this second. I'm fine with spending money on troops at the moment. I was really hoping we would get in here and get some extra gold, but we know she did end up clearing out the Cyclops stockpile and the Utopia. Nothing we can do about it now, so we're just going to go ahead and send it to the next turn. Sounds good to me. Alright. So we have Jeremy working his way back around. We have Astral still waiting. Alright, let's see what Torsar can find us. Pretty confident this area is mostly ours, and we're going to work our way down and try to explore a little bit here. Labetha can take a little bit of a stop for some attack, but we don't want her to go too crazy. I don't know how far up I want to go with her. I guess we already kind of decided that if she gets attacked, it's okay. The only thing that could really risk us would be a chain lightning into a bunch of really fast units closing in, maybe a haste. But if they haste, I don't believe they can kill all 7 gargoyles, so I think we'll be okay. Now we got Fafnir here. He doesn't quite have enough to upgrade these, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to get some more golems. These are pretty cheap, so we'll just go ahead and pick those up. And we'll head here. Before we get the genies, actually, I do want to get a structure in this place. And it looks like the marketplace would be probably the most useful to start getting this place going economically, since gold is where we are struggling. Here, we're still waiting. We did get the golems. Jeremy can grab the genies, honestly, on his way down. We'll have him start bringing these, because they do take a little while. Once you get these into your crew, you're immediately slowed down. Krista can grab the mercury. And we're going to just send her back up to possibly use the trading post. So Josephine made it all the way back. She can wait just a moment, because here comes Halon. I do believe our forces are more than adequate at taking this fight, but it still is a little scary because we do not have access to slow. But I think if worse comes to worse, we could utilize these iron golems defensively. Are the titans going to be enough to clean these up with our spell casting? I believe this should be okay. They don't want to fight us. Definitely means we're going to win. And I think I do want the experience from this. Oh, well. I guess I should have not thought about it so much. There we go. Let's go into the Utopia. And it does look like we're supposed to lose quite a bit of units. I don't know if this is avoidable, but we'll try. Yeah, they do go straight for the softer stacks, or the weaker stacks, but now we have to decide how we want to go about this. I do believe the titans are now blocked off, which means they'll probably just end up killing these. The Master Genies are going to do a good bit of damage to whatever they'd like. We could alternatively bless here, and I think that would probably ensure that the Master Genies get a kill on either one of these stacks. But it doesn't, well, it does help the golems out quite a bit too. Prayer is another option. It would speed us up. Maybe make sure... I don't think the golems ever outspeed either of these dragons. Actually, with the Necklace of Swiftness, a haste would have the golems outspeeding the green dragons. And probably making it to them as well. That is something to consider. I think for now, I think the angels will just simply remove the black dragons. I don't think they need any help to do that. The titans, like I thought, can just take care of the gold dragons, although they are our bulkiest stack and are very capable of taking a hit from these. And with a bless, to guarantee the 4 kills here would be very significant. A prayer would probably also be fine, although it wouldn't be as good, I think. Let's go ahead and prayer. And we will go ahead and send the titans this way to take a bite out of these green dragons, I believe, who I just don't think have a chance of getting a kill anymore on the titans. I hope I'm not wrong. Oh, we get morale there. Yeah, no, these guys never threatened us. Can have some genies, start buffing up some stacks. I believe the golems would be good. Buffing the genies themselves would be pretty good. And now that we just gave these berserk, we really need to protect them. They should easily get this kill, though. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that worked out. So yeah, we did definitely not lose as much as we could have. And we get some artifacts. And a bit of gold, not as much as I would have liked, but obviously that wasn't that hard of a Dragon Utopia. And now we find ourselves in an interesting spot. So we'll take the Ogre Club for sure. I don't believe any of my heroes have ever been graced with archery. So this is pretty useless. This would go great on Lebetha. We can hold on to it for her until she can get it. And we did get a nice cape here. This is great for boosting your spell points even after you have maybe Cape of Velocity or Angel Wings. But yeah, I think Halon is looking pretty deadly. Obviously, we really need to get his Earth magic going. We only have 2 chances, and we're about to find out pretty soon here. If we're gonna get it or get offered more trash, like ballistics. Maybe we'll get luck in Eagle Eye next. That's what I'm expecting. So with Fafnir here, we have 20k now. We have Josephine standing outside waiting for some golems. Fafnir in the town here can easily upgrade the Nagas now, which I think is our play, and we'll get the rest of them. We'll grab some more genies. We'll grab some more Archimagi. The golems I think we can leave. We can leave the rest of this here. I think Fafnir is going to go on his last journey back, and he will be bringing the golems back with him. So let's send him through to the dungeon town. And he can work his way this way. Actually, let's have Halon come back as far as he can, just to make this a little bit easier for Fafnir. We'll take the golems from Halon. We will give him all the queens, some more genies. We can just put these together for now. And I think Halon's army should be more than adequate for clearing out this entire area without any more support. And Fafnir can now bring these back to Silver Spire. And he can hand them to Josephine, along with the other 2. Astral should be here soon. Josephine can wait for Astral, but Fafnir doesn't have to. And he will give her all of her golems. And then let's just get 3 more gargoyles for Fafnir, and we can figure out what we want to do with him next. Josephine can move this way to try to get in range of Astral. And then she can head back here to upgrade those last few stone golems and iron golems, and we'll have ourselves a nice little force. There's a few genies out here that Astral could pick up, or we could just leave them, since I don't think we need to bring anything else. Fafnir is well out of troops, though, that he could actually utilize, so maybe Halon's going to have to kind of choose, so Fafnir can take some easier fights. We'll find out. Alright, let's go ahead and send it to the next turn. I think we're looking pretty good now. And we're really just trying to kind of shore up our own defenses, clear out our own resources. I'm not in a rush to end this game, and I'm not afraid of the AI right now. So I don't really see the rush. I really just want to kind of get into a really nice position. So we see there's their main town. Interesting. So they have been just buying up their titans. I do believe this is pretty easy to take. Also, with the zone being as it is, I don't think this is going to be where we find the Grail either. Just based off what we've seen, I can't be sure about that. But I don't think it's going to be where the Grail is. Just because there's water up in this corner here and down here, which would require there to be water here and maybe here. Could be possible. This could go to water. So we're not 100% sure on that, but there could be more snow zones in the land. I do kind of want to look at... Oh! They were an Inferno player this entire time. I really thought that they were Rampart based on their best hero, but okay. Good to note, so they are an Archdevil player, which makes me even less scared of them. I thought that they may have actually captured an Inferno town and built it all the way up. So we're against 2 Inferno players. We are 1 of 2 tower players, so the odds of another snow area aren't definitely 0, but definitely not looking as high. But clearly, this isn't looking like the area the Grail could be in, but there could be another empty tower town out there. Snow zones are typically not treasure zones, but I guess they can be, so we can't really be sure of anything at the moment. So yeah, Rissa can just start heading back up. Just want to double check that she did get all this. It's been a little bit since we've been playing this, so I want to make sure that we get everything right. So we're going to go ahead and bring Halon back into the town here to pick up his Dark Magi. And yeah, he doesn't really seem like Halon has much he would like to give up. Maybe the Angels would be fine to give up at this point, though. We do have a very strong force. Here, we're ready to pick up the Town Hall. And I kind of want to start getting into the next part. I want to get the City Hall. I want to get the Castle. And then we can start maybe thinking about these dwellings. Obviously, the Mana Vortex would be a great pickup soon, but honestly, we're not in dire need of spell points. We did want to get these for Josephine, though. And that's an easy clear there. So we'll go ahead and pick up this next, and maybe head over here, grab the Evil Eye Factory, and get our own stack of Evil Eyes. Jeremy can come through here. He does have some genies on him already. So, didn't calculate quite far enough, but that's okay. Fafnir will head out a little bit for Josephine. She can come in, and we can upgrade her last few golems. And I do believe Josephine can very easily now just kind of come down here and clear out all of these things that we have not been to. Oh, Fafnir's in the way here. Let's go ahead and move him back into the town for just a moment. Still not 100% sure what I want to do with him, but there's plenty of good little stuff for her to get some experience through. We also have to think about Jeremy, who's going to get these genies, but more importantly, he needs to get some of these stats. We do want to tuck him into the dungeon town soon. So now that Lebetha has found their town, we do know that she's a little bit in peril, because they could come out and take her out. But like we said, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It would just basically cost us 2,500 gold. We wouldn't lose Lebetha. I don't think we would. But she does have a couple crucial pieces that we really would not like to lose. So I think we'll start heading down the road. We do see these guys have access to their own parapet here. A bit more gargoyles every week. I do kind of want to get in here, and it isn't very far away from Halon. I know we said we were going to clear this zone, but maybe we just start sending them forward. It could be a costly fight, though. But I do believe with teleport and a nice stack of Naga Queens, we could probably get into their back line pretty easily. They don't have the scariest stacks. I think the Master Gremlins, which she didn't have any, so we could assume that that could be closer to 250. Might be the scariest stack, but obviously a teleport into the back lines would quickly deal with those. We'd probably lose quite a few queens, though. If we wanted to build that power stack up, we would be sacrificing it. But we do have the angels as well to assault the back lines. Maybe a few more gargoyles could get us an easy kill here. We also know that I don't believe they rehired Syra, which means we should keep an eye out on the tavern. Maybe we can get her to be a traitor and come to our side if she ever shows up, since they didn't rehire her. Because we killed her on day 7. The AI would have had a chance to rehire her that day. But now that we're into a new week, if they didn't do it that day, if they couldn't afford it on day 7, then she was going to be lost from them. And she did have quite a few good artifacts, which is why we do want to try to get her, because I know she ended up clearing out a Dragon Utopia while also picking up quite a bit of stuff down here, like we saw her grab the vial of lifeblood from over here. I think it was right around here. Yeah, it was right here that she grabbed it. So yeah, I do think I want to take this from them. I don't think I can stand and let another tower player exist in this game. Capturing this town would also just monumentally increase our genie production and, of course, our Titan production. We also don't know what other kind of dwellings could be out here. For all we know, there's a Cloud Temple somewhere up here. We need to get in here, I think. As the tower player, we must be we must have a monopoly on tower units. Alright, so Torsar can just kind of come around in here. I do think we need to be prioritizing gold here. We have a lot to buy still. I do think we want to grab the rest of these gargoyles. And Fafnir does want to go pick up the loins of the Legion here. And we do want to get home. We can't get home just yet. It's fine. Go ahead and send the turn now. Alright, so we see blues on a boat now. Probably gathering up a lot of those resources. Makes me a little sad because we did want to be pirates of the seas. They did not end up coming out, which makes me think that there might not be anyone in here. I don't think Halon could make it before they get a chance to reinforce again, which could make that fight a bit complicated. Because if they get a few more Titans, I do believe they have 2 in here right now. Would be my guess, but it could be 4. Just based on the weeks that they've just based on their unit count, I believe these are just weeks of units. Like I think the Master Genies is 2 weeks of production. But anyways, I do believe they have some hero out there with some troops, so I think I would have liked to see who that was. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Stop thinking too much. And obviously Josephine's going to be really slow at this. We have Rissa heading to the trading post. I don't know what we'd really want to trade off. Probably quite a bit of crystal, but I don't know what for. We are going to want more sulfur and more gems. I think Lebetha can kind of come over here and just check this out and see what we're looking at. So it seems like this is where they're getting into the ocean. Do we want to risk going by their town? I'm not sure. So we get the 1,000 gold here. Got some zealots blocking the way to the north. Not too many though. We'll grab this spell. It's probably nothing too great. Yep, it is Bloodlust. We do want to get access to this as well. Something else we need to kind of get into is gathering up some of these resources. We do see a sulfur mine here. I didn't notice that before. That's also something we're very interested in because we are building a dungeon town now. The resource silo could also be a sulfur mine in itself. Can't count that out. The Pillar of Eyes is accessible to us, the external one. Very easy to get, I think, just to go through a few Magogs. So maybe we give over all the gargoyles to Fafnir. And we have him clear this out, and we actually purchase that for ourselves. That is an option to kind of get our Evil Eye stack rolling. We do want to get those guys rolling. Astral has now kind of done his duty. I think Jeremy will pick up the rest of the genies. Let's see, can he make it down through here? Yeah, let's have Astral grab this stack. Let's have Jeremy come down through. And we'll have Astral kind of take over the duties of the genies now. We do want to keep people that are roaming around the map with stuff like this, rather than people who sit in a town, at least at this point in the game, because our dungeon town, I don't really know exactly how safe it really is, and I would hate to tuck Jeremy in only to have him die and lose our purse of gold. So, not really something that's too concerning, but it could be. Astral should be more safe than Jeremy, especially if we're going to tuck Jeremy into a town. So Fafnir can talk to Halon here, and we can take the rest of the gargoyles from him. I do believe this should be more than enough to take care of the gogs. We can actually just put these in the middle. We could even split these into 2 stacks probably. Maybe even just kind of keep them at the same strength. And that should be just fine. And we can get an extra stack of genies for buffing. And yeah, I think this should be more than adequate to take out blue. With our spell casting, our ballistics, I mean, Halon's the man for the job, I think. We did want to get these over to Lebetha. We can give Fafnir this for the time being. None of this stuff really does anything for us at the moment. We can also give him the wood. We don't need that anymore. We're getting to the point where we're going to want to start utilizing these slots. The cannon can stay because if Jeremy's going to tuck into a town, it doesn't help us with defense. Sadly, you can't prop up your cannon behind your wall. So, it's still going to stick with Halon. We could open this up before we head through. It is obviously the second piece we would need for the sharpshooter's bow, which in itself would be very good. Is Halon close to a level here? I don't think he would get a level from this fight. But yeah, I don't think we also stand to lose anything here. The throng of gnolls. So let me just think about this. Without logistics, we pop out here. Maybe get, if we just book it right now, we probably get maybe to here. That's actually giving myself a bit more movement than it probably is more like here, but maybe we get to here. Day 6, we get to about here. Day 7, ooh, it would be close. It would be close. Maybe we don't prioritize the eyes, and instead we have Fafnir follow closely with Halon and take off the slowest units, basically the Naga Queens and the Archmagi. Looks like everyone else is pretty quick. If we really wanted to push it, we could go with 12 speed here. But maybe we could actually make this by day 7. It has to be day 7. Obviously, if we wanted to be scummy, we could just attack them on day 1, but we already said we're not doing that. So I think we could definitely make it by day 1, but we're not going to do that. But maybe we can make it by day 7. Of course, if we don't make it by day 7, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Obviously, we know this is cleared out. Yeah, let's go ahead and start doing that. Let's try to go for that. Let's try to kill them before they can reinforce. Be a bit easier for us. So let's see how far we really make it. Yeah, that's what I thought. This was a little bit ambitious. Still doesn't mean we're out of it, but we're probably not going to make it. Let's get as far down the road as we can. We maybe should have done what we wanted to do with Fafnir sooner, but yeah, he does have expert logistics, so he catches up pretty easily. And what we'll do is we'll bring all these over, put these back into a stack, and just do it like that. Halon should be more than safe with a few angels, but we can spread them out just to be extra safe. Alright. And we do have the cannon too, so we're really going to tear down their walls pretty quickly. So we don't even have to rely on an expert teleport. We also have some really good spells. Yeah, this should be more than easy. Alright. Here, since we're not prioritizing the pillar, we probably won't get it. Probably going to prioritize gold right now. We could have bought the Mana Vortex and used it, but that would have slowed us down a little bit too much. If we want to make this, we have to just beeline. So yeah, we'll just grab the blacksmith. plan on getting the City Hall next turn. What is our gold income up to now? 6,050? 750? 6,750 gold is pretty good. Obviously, we still haven't achieved our MG5 or our Arties. And we are approaching a new month, so maybe this should also be on our radar. There are quite a few artifacts we're looking for. There goes blue again. Maybe we can actually get a look at them. Is that their main? I should say their new main, since I don't think they got Sierra back. No, it's not. It's just Solmir. That would have been a hero we would have liked to pick up, but we didn't. Looks like our rival got him. And he doesn't look scary at all. He looks like he's just gathering up lots of resources that we would have liked to get. So now when we look, how far can we make it? I actually think we might make it. Let's see how far or how close Fafnir can follow with us. Maybe we check this? I'm almost positive she cleared it though. There was that little part where she ran back up. Like we were afraid she was going to take us out, but instead of taking us out, she ran up into the fog at the time. I think it was to get these angels. I don't think it's there. I'm not going to waste the points. We're just going to try to keep these two close together, just in case. We want to make sure that we utilize our movement points well. We don't have any tower units on us, so we need to make sure that we do not step in this snow at all. Fafnir is still very close behind. He should have no issues getting Halon set up tomorrow. Do we want to put anything else on Halon? I think he'd be safe, but if he does get attacked, it's going to destroy our push. But I don't think he makes it. He may not even make it how we're set up now. Let's see what it says. For next turn, he does make it. So I think we're good. I think we hold them. If they come out and attack us, I think we're just going to have to accept that. We're going to lose 5 angels probably. But I think we would do enough damage to them with Halon spellcasting in 5 individual stacks of angels to keep us safe for long enough to where we could really do a lot of damage to them, and Fafnir should be able to clean them up. So if they do that, they're definitely putting themselves in a bad position because they wouldn't be able to get their main forces that they used to take out Halon back into the town. And Fafnir could take them out on open ground with a very strong force. And he is a strong hero. Not quite as strong as Halon, obviously, but yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so now we go to Jeremy. He gets offered logistics. Not as good as this is, it's not really what we want for someone who's sitting in a town. But can you ever really turn this down? I mean, maybe he wants to come out and grab something. I think it's a bit too good. It's a bit too good. I don't know how many gargoyles we left in here. I don't think we left anything, so no real point. We did get a little bit of knowledge, though, but no real point other than just kind of getting ourselves a spell book, which was obviously on the menu, and maybe picking up all the level 2s. I don't think he has wisdom, so unfortunately he can't learn any of the really good stuff, but he gets himself a nice little repertoire of spells, and we can send him towards the town. I don't think there was much left over here to be gathered for him. There's a star there, maybe a couple stars actually. Do we take the time to get this? I mean, I guess we're not in a rush to get him there, so sure. And then we have Astral here. He's going to come bring these genies. And I think he's actually going to keep one of these. Because I want him to be a bit faster. Because he has a lot of gathering to do. This is going to be his awkward week. Because I'd prefer him to start this way and make his way back. But now he's going to have to start on this side. He won't make it here on day 1. but I do believe he would make all of the time-sensitive things for next week if we just beeline it here. So let's just do that. As for Torosar, he's still exploring. There is a rogue cavern that is completely open. I would love to get some rogues. So let's grab these. They're a bit slower than my gargoyles, but they do let you see exactly how many enemies your opponents have, which could be very useful. I think you have to be within range. Like, I don't think I could be hovered over Torosar and see the exact numbers of units. No. So there is a range for that. Obviously, there's a spell that does the exact same thing called Visions, but I don't believe we've ever gathered that spell. We could try to take their parapet, since they don't seem too interested in coming out. We do find a Colosseum of the Magi. Ooh, and we do see a tower over here. I believe conquering this is also going to give us quite a bit of vision, but look at that. This might just be where the Grail is. For all we know, they have it already. And it's why they've been getting extra units, and they could have a lot in here. I'm not 100% sure if there's anyone in there. I feel like they would have came out and attacked Lebetha when she was up here, but maybe they didn't. Let's go ahead and get the trading post, and we can maybe decide tomorrow if we want to get and do any trading. So Josephine makes it to her first fight. It should be very easy. I'm not sure if these losses are unavoidable, but let's take a look. So we do have access to Lightning Bolt, which could be used probably to wipe out the skeleton stack. Although that's not our biggest concern. Our biggest concern is these, but these are going to die instantly. The vampires would get to go first, but we get rid of them. The gold golems go second, followed by the whites. Yeah, I think what we can do with those is we could easily just get rid of most of these, and they shouldn't be a threat at all. They're already not that big of a threat, but they could kill these, even with the defense difference. 10 of these doing 50 damage. Could easily take out a golem. I'm trying not to lose anything, so let's go ahead and bolt these. And then we'll go ahead and finish off the vampires. Now we'll just kind of step. Only 2 left. I think we should be fine to kind of beat on these. Actually, it's not that profitable if we don't kill one off, because they're just gonna regenerate the damage when it's their turn to go. Still, I think we might be able to get a kill on one. Oh no, we should have moved. We had to move here, so we messed that up. So that was a waste of attack, but it's okay, because they're not going to get a kill back. The gold golems, I think we just wait with these. Neither one of these can get in range, so we'll go ahead and move the diamonds up. Okay. And yeah, this is an easy kill, and I think the diamond golems should probably be able to handle these just fine. We'll start moving the big stack down. I don't know if we'll actually use them though. Don't need any more spells. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to finish this kill this time. No point in taking this hit, so we'll just wait with these, because they're going to regenerate. Alright, we're going to send in our gold golems now. Then we'll send in the diamonds. Very nice. These guys won't revive, but I think we actually leave the door open for the 100 to just clean the fight. There we go. Okay. Easy money. And of course, I can't anymore, you guys. I can't. Oh my god, everyone gets it. I feel like Oprah Winfrey's out there just passing out earth magic to all my heroes except for Halon. Alright, well, we'll take it. I mean, there's no reason not to take earth magic. I don't think ever. Do we want to get this ore? I don't think we care about that ore. Maybe one day we'll regret it, but not today. It's still day 6. Did we build anything here? We haven't, but we're going to go ahead and grab the city hall, and tomorrow we'll go for the castle. But that should pump our gold income up very nicely. Does Rissa want to do any trading right now? No, we said we were going to decide on day 7. Let's stick with the plan. Do we get the artifact merchant on the last day of the month to see if there's anything worth picking up in here? We do have, I believe that's Jeremy sitting right outside of the town, so he could take a look in there. We don't have a ton of resources or income to trade for anything great in here. And it's more than likely at the end of the month been mostly emptied out by the AIs. I'm sure that we have an opponent that has access to an artifact merchant. Obviously we have the other tower player. But is there anyone else that might be buying this stuff up? Because I do believe once we get rid of them, do we have to rush for the next buy here? Let's see. Because it would be worth getting now if that's the case. If there's a whole bunch of... So we have a Conflux player. They have access to it as well. I do believe that's it though. Anyone else would have to have an external town with one. So yeah, we do have Fear here, who's capable of buying up anything that pops up in there. So we do kind of want to get that and be able to take a look in there for day 1 on month 3. We did say we're not red rushing, but I'll totally buy out an artifact before they get a chance to. Alright. So there goes Solmir. He's just kind of peeking around. Alright. And as we thought, Halon makes it. Doesn't look like they've done any extra reinforcing. I don't even think they were capable of it, but you never know. So let's go ahead and prepare Halon for the battle. No one came out either. That means there might not even be a hero in there. If there's not a hero in there, this is free. I do think that there's a possibility though that Syra or Grindon could be inside of there. We shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. Once we pop this open, you got to do it because you're going to lose movement talking to him again, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and pass. Well, let's do this. Let's do it like this, and then we'll give him a few gargoyles. We'll give him all the gargoyles. I think he's pretty safe, but you never know. We'll give him all the gargoyles, yes. So yeah, the gargoyles are going to be useful in this fight. Basically everything we have can be useful in this fight. Do we want to put these in a different spot, maybe? This is probably fine. Yeah, I think this is totally fine here. Okay. Let's get into this. Let's go. Should we start this way? Should we start the turn with the battle, or should we end the turn with the battle? I know we just kind of want to get into the battle here. I do, but maybe there's more to be gained. No, I think we're just going to do it. We're just going to get in here. Alright, so we're definitely supposed to win. It doesn't look like they have anyone inside. Well, that's unfortunate. We're going to lose some Arc Magi no matter what we do. But that's okay. So we can see them. They have quite a few gargoyles in there. Obviously they have the parapet, so it makes sense. Their Master Gremlin stack, not as scary as I thought it could be. 4 Titans, so it was the max that they could have had in here, which means it makes me think Grindon doesn't have any of his own Titans. We'll find out once we finish this if there's any external dwellings. So we have quite a few options here. And I'm not sure I mean, it just has to be a damaging spell, right? We could just shave off quite a few of these units. I don't think teleporting the Nagas in at this point is really a good play. Yeah, let's just start burning them down. Here we'll go ahead and just go for that. Don't get it, but we do create a hole, but we know there's some landmines out here. Our Titans can't even get a kill on theirs, so I think we're just going to have to accept that those get to shoot no matter what we do. Yeah, see, this is where, like, Bow the Sharpshooter would be really good. Yeah, let's thin out these Master Gremlins. Ooh, we get a second round. Yeah, let's just completely make those useless. Definitely not going to send the Angels in. We can wait with them, though. Stacks to buff probably our own Master Genies, or are our Master Genies just going to... No, I think using them offensively right away would be good. So yeah, let's go ahead and buff our own Master Genies. Oh, that scared me. I thought it gave them Berserk. That would be a little scary. Because the Titans still haven't gone, they could definitely take a big bite out of the Genies. They're staying with their focus on the Archmagi. That's fine. We'll wait with the Gargoyles. Wait with the Naga Queens. I think we're going to get rid of their Genies before they can buff anything. And here they come. Huh. I wonder if the landmines don't affect your own units. Because she just walked right through that and didn't get blown up. Huh. I thought the landmines affect your own units. I guess I could be wrong. Oh, the Gargoyles do get morale, so they get to take a bite out of our Gargoyle stack. And I don't even think we need to attack back. I think these would be better served just going after the Master Gremlins next turn to finish that stack off. Our Angels can deal with the Gargoyles. 2 to 3 damage should be more than fine. Yeah, we're fine. Now our Genies get to come in. Maybe we slow their Titans next turn. And then our Genies can easily finish them off. And don't let them get another shot off. Obviously our Archmagi are going to take a bit more punishment. Oh, goes for the Gargoyles instead. That is preferred. We are not mad about that at all. Alright, what spell do we want to cast? We could alternatively just Chain Lightning. Doesn't kill them though, and that would actually have some collateral damage. Meteor Shower doesn't do a whole lot. Prayer would definitely make... Oh no, our Master Genies are already faster. I don't know if they actually get the kill though. See, these are going to have 1200 health. These are going to do less than 1200 damage for sure. So, getting a nice shot into them could be pretty good. Alternatively, just lightning bolting them would probably put them in range of the Master Genies. Bless would be good, but I don't think Bless gets us where we want to be. Let's go ahead and just lightning bolt the Master Genies, or the Titans, I think. And then we can also fire a shot here. I think the Angels need to finish off their Gargoyles. These Master Genies will buff our Naga Queens. Maybe we get a haste. If we don't, we get a shield. So we will probably lose a Genie to their Golems if we take this hit, but I think that's okay. Maybe they go for the Gargoyles. Oh, we get morale. That's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and finish these off. There's only 3 Gargoyles here, so we might as well just go ahead and take out the Gremlins, since the Queens are already in range to take out their Gargoyles. And we do it pretty cleanly here. Feels a little bad that they didn't have a hero. They couldn't really defend themselves. Our stats were just overpowering them in spell casting. We could have alternatively like not casted spells to make it more fair, but it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. We probably would have just had to take one more round, maybe two of tower shots, just lose more archangels just for the fairness of this force still losing because their stats were just at too much of a disadvantage. And again, we get awful choices. Just awful. Halon really hates life and doesn't want to be a good hero. At this point, I don't know what we could do to really make him ideal at this point. It's really sad because, I mean, intelligence, I guess, has to be the choice. We can just say he's the greatest spellcaster on Earth. He has more spell points than anyone else. It'll obviously work really nice with our mana vortex. But now we basically have to take Earth Magic. We almost, if we get to Expert Intelligence before we get offered Earth Magic, we might actually have to retire Halon for a little bit until we can find Fear's Conflux Town and steal it and teach him Earth Magic that way. Or maybe we find a university. But I don't want to play this game on him without it. It's just too good. He would basically become... We'd have to play him in a way that I really don't want to. I mean, to be fair, we are running the mysticism specialty. So there's an argument you could make that with intelligence, mysticism, he could just kind of go out on the map and never come home. He has expert air and expert water. Either way, yeah, I'm not taking pathfinding, even though pathfinding does have its uses. It can kind of be like a ghetto logistics in some zones, but none of those things are what we want, because at some point in the game we'll have fly. Actually, we may have access to it already, but I'm not sure. I don't think we do. Unless it's in this mage guild here. So yeah, we'll just take intelligence, because once we'll get fly, pathfinding is a useless skill. And we get to see a bit more out here. I do imagine most of these zones have been, or most of these creature banks have been cleaned out. I do see now that there's water to the north. No, I don't think it's here. I guess it could be this tree line that we're looking at. Maybe? Would that leave the water? No. Yeah, it's not that tree line we're looking at. Okay, so yeah, I don't think the Grail is here. It's not here, right? They don't have it in their town yet. I don't see the airship up here. Oh no, this is ours. Okay. Let's check out their mage guild. What did they end up getting? They only went to level 3. It's typical AIs not upgrading their mage guilds. They do have blind. That's pretty good. I think we did find blind. I guess I'll never know now because we definitely have it now. But I'm pretty sure we had it before. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Obviously, they don't have any more... They didn't have the artifact merchant, so we were fine not to buy it. Don't have any more troops, obviously. They definitely emptied out. So Halon will spend the night here, I think. Yeah, and we do have a lot of spell points now. Obviously, that kind of, kind of defeats the purpose of mysticism, but how many spell points are we actually gaining now? Let's try to figure that out. 5% per level, we have 18 levels, so that's going to be 90%. So almost 100% bonus to this. So we're gaining a little less than 30 spell points a day, probably like 28, maybe 27. It's not too bad. Obviously we're going to stay in the town, so we won't be able to see here, but I kind of just want to defend it. I don't see their heroes around here, though. They didn't feel confident in taking out these mummies or clearing out this mansion, so we can do that. It does leave our tower, or our dungeon town, a little vulnerable, though. But of course, Fafnir can go back there. It is day 7. I think we'll just... We have an option here. We could pick up the Pillar of Eyes. Fafnir does have the legs of the Legion, though. Jeremy is standing right outside of our town. We could leave him in it for a turn with the Legion. That would require Fafnir to leave here, but he definitely can leave. I don't think he needs to stay. I do believe Lebetha can pick up the parapet. Ooh, they have a lot of gargoyles in there. Do we buy those out right now? Maybe. There could be quite a few gremlins in here then. It doesn't look like they're actually taking the time to get this stuff. One of the strongest things about Hoda is just that the creature banks, or the external dwellings, continue to pile up units every week, even if you don't clear them out. Alright, so let's go to Josephine here. Let's get a little bit more gold. Same deal, I think. And yeah, we should be able to do this without any losses, especially since this one is a bit easier than the last. We did utilize a lightning bolt. And I think we'll do the same, just to make sure that it's just as clean as the last round. Take out those. I don't think we're going to play the game of beating on those anymore. Didn't go too well last time. And we'll just start moving up the golems. So they regenerate. They kill themselves. We'll just wait with these, and we will wait with these. Here comes the skellies. And there goes the skellies. Don't want to go in range of these, but it doesn't look like they can get to us next round anyways. We'll just move these out. Defend with everything else. Wait with these. Yeah, we'll just take this hit, and then they should attack us back, and retaliation will kill them. There we go. And she gets offered wisdom. That's great. Mystical Orb of Mana. Along with her mysticism, she should have pretty good spell point regeneration now. And we'll head to the Imp Cache next. And then we'll start working on these guys down here. Go to this Imp Cache. And then I think she'll be ready to tuck in. I don't think we'll need to buffer up too much more. Obviously, getting Advanced Wisdom would be really cool to get Town Portal, but it's not really that necessary on her. So it's day 7 now. We have the option of trading. We now know that they don't have a tier 4 or 5 Mage Guild inside of their Tower Town. Well, now it's our Tower Town. I think one thing we can do is we could do this. That wasn't the proper way to do that. This is Silver Spire, and there we go, Fracture. Just to kind of have the towers next to each other on the map. Kind of like doing that. We could alternatively also fix up some of this. So let's see. We want Fafnir as our number 2 now. We want Betha as our 3rd. And then Halon can be 4th. Obviously these two are going to tuck themselves in. But there we go. So Fafnir needs to get these legs inside of a town. And I think he'll go to Silver Spire, I believe, because he's going to end his turn in Sorrow Crown. But he'll head to Silver Spire, and he'll give Jeremy... That was good that he taught him some spells. We'll go ahead and give Jeremy the legs and the wood. Should be fine. Yeah, that's all good. And now Fafnir can head to Sorrow Crown. There we go. Jeremy can tuck himself in here for just a turn. Well, not tuck in, but just wait here for a turn. Astral, we said, was going to try to go as far along the route as he could. Rissa, do we want to trade off some of our crystal? I don't think we need to. I don't think we need any extra gold at the moment. We're probably going to want it tomorrow, though. Just got quite a few units to buy. 4 Titans, 8 Nagas is already a hefty price tag. We're going to have 18 Genies to buy. Quite a few Magi. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of units to pick up. It's going to get a little difficult to afford everything unless we start clearing some stuff out. So I think we're going to have to start looking to do that. But we're going to get enough units here to where we can really start giving these two some more troops and giving them more responsibilities. Forgot about Torsar. Should have got him going. We haven't went to this. We definitely do want to get this done too. Not always worth doing, but sometimes they're very worth doing. There's another rogue cavern. Got a nice little stash of rogues we can build up. Very good units to have on your scouts. Or on anyone, honestly. See, I do want to come down here too. We need to pick up these resources here. It's another goal we need to kind of start working towards. Grab this scroll real quick. So yeah, you can just come up. We're not going to do any trading just yet, even though we probably should. Probably should get some extra gold. We're not going to. We're going to be dumb, and we're just going to keep moving. We will pick these up, and she can wait here to pick up the next round. As long as blue doesn't lose their last hero, we shouldn't lose anything in here. Don't make this next turn. Let's go ahead and actually, now that I realize this, let's go ahead and tuck in the slower units here. And we could actually leave the angels here tomorrow so that they don't slow us down picking this up, and then we'll head to the manse. I don't think we need the angels for the mansion, so we can just leave them in the town. Just in case someone comes in, they should be a very nice defender. They didn't get the shaman's puppet either. Interesting. Makes me wonder if they did any of this. I'm sure they did. They had to have. They had to have. Fafnir's going to stay here. He needs some more spell points. Lebetha's going to just stay here for one more turn before she brings these up. We did go here, so... Got the wood. Someone does need to pick up the stone, so I guess Lebetha can kind of do a quick clear out here. Halon is going to want to hit this at some point. We could also go here next turn with her. It is an option, which would make me think that we shouldn't have picked these up this turn, so that was actually kind of dumb. We're going to slow ourselves down, so live and learn. Okay. Jeremy might as well keep the Master Genies on him while he's sitting here. Okay. Let's go ahead and send it to the next round. Actually, we didn't buy anything here. We needed to make up our mind on that. We could go for the pillar, which would give us start our pillar or our evil eye production, or our beholder production, I should say, right now. Or we could go for the castle and get more harpies and more troglodytes. Or we can go for the resource silo and immediately start producing more sulfur every turn. I think those are the most notable things. There's also the Portal of Summoning. If we buy this now, we could probably get 3 extra genies. That actually sounds like the best. So we get some diamond golems, not the worst. Yeah, that's definitely the best thing to do. Don't need to build anything here. Actually, the Wall of Knowledge is fine. Yeah, get Halon a little bit more knowledge. And let's go ahead and send it to the next week. Next month, I should say. Okay, so there goes Solmir. I think he realizes that he kind of needs to... Oh, and so it was Tan who poked their head up there, maybe? So yeah, Solmir realizes he needs to get to town as soon as possible. I didn't see the month, but it was a happy sound. So I'm going to assume it was a good month. Yeah. Doesn't look like any of these got buffed up production-wise. Yeah, this all looks normal. And yeah, we're getting extra gargoyles now, especially with the legs of the Legion here. I was thinking that it was golems for some reason, but that's actually the loins that gives you more golems, but that's fine. Lots of gargoyles, it's good. That was one of the stacks that we kind of preserved through most of the early game, and now we have quite a few of them. Obviously a lot of them just kind of sitting out here. But with that external dwelling having so many inside, we actually have a pretty gnarly gargoyle stack. We do know that the loins are here in some more wood. So we do need to get someone in here really bad. It's just how much do we need to do that? That's the real question here. So we're going to go ahead and leave the angels here. Because as good as they are, they're going to slow us down for the next part here. We actually can't pick these up unless... But we could at least flag it. But I don't think we'll be able to take them with us. But let's see how many are in here. 80. That's pretty good with another 64 here and 32 here. The Master Gremlins are coming back again. See, it's okay. It's okay to lose 300 Master Gremlins in your first couple months because there will always be a few hundred more Master Gremlins. Yeah, we'll go for the mummies. The Crest of Valor would be nice. We already have the Still Eye of the Dragon, so the Crest would just give us really great morale. And once we have our angels back on us, we'll have even better morale. Halon is a bit stuck over here, though. He's going to have to walk all the way back. Obviously, being our main hero, it's a little painful. Fafnir should have all of his spell points back. It looks like it was the month of the Hobgoblin. This is actually a little annoying, because we got Hobgoblins everywhere now. Let's see what they block off. So we're going to have to deal with those for sure. Astral cannot get back over. They block right in the middle. I think they do that on purpose. These don't matter, though. I don't think walking Josephine all the way here to try to clear these is really profitable. So we have her here. She's going to grab the rest of these so we don't have to come back. Let's take a look and see what we see. It doesn't look like they did a very good job cleaning this up. They might have went to the shipwreck, but with what Solmir had, he probably didn't do anything unless they had another person. We still have not seen Pickrodum. That is their other hero that's running around out here. Not Grendon. Pickrodum. Pickrodum does look pretty scary, but where is he? If only we had View Air. Did we actually get View Air from this mage guild? We did not. How much would it cost to re-roll? I think someone actually has to be in the town to do it, though. Maybe not. Maybe you can't re-roll a taken town. I don't know. Let's take a look. You may not replace the spell. Okay, so we can replace Magic Arrow, slow. May not replace this spell. It looks like they, you know what it is? They re-rolled all these. That's why we can't replace them. That's funny. It looks like the AI has just been re-rolling all of their spells rather than upgrading their mage guild. So they probably did come with view error and they got rid of it. I think magic arrow. This is very cheap, so let's just go ahead and see if we can get view error. We do. So let's end the research here. And when we get Halon back, actually he can just town portal back when he's ready, but we want to clear this first. We can actually take a look at where Blue's final heroes are. Because they could be, since they, you know, they're going to go to the nearest town they can make it to. And I do believe that Sorrow Crown is a town that they know about, so it is a little bit under threat. I had a feeling we'd end up with some genies here. Let's go ahead and get the castle. A little bit extra protection. And while Fafnir wasn't planning on being a defender right now, I think he's going to stay here just for a turn. I don't think we need him to do anything at the moment. Jeremy should have gotten what he needed to do here. Yeah, he definitely took care of the legs. He'll probably pass those over to Josephine. Josephine's going to head into this imp cache. Let's just go ahead and take care of that now. This should be free. Not sure how free yet, but I imagine it's just as easy as the last fight. So let's go ahead and lightning bolt one of these. Yeah, we can easily take care of a stack here. Let's go ahead and get rid of, or at least trim out this one. Maybe not that one. So interestingly, we speed tie. So it's those two who go next. And our diamond golems should get to go before those. So yeah, we can take care of those pretty easily. So it's just these two stacks. And it looks like the two stacks that get to go before... Well, my one stacks will all get to move before any of these do. And the gold golems will get to go before those. So as long as we don't send the gold golems onto that side, they should be perfectly safe. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish these familiars off. Let's go ahead and move these down and away from these. Yeah, I don't think we need to use any spell points here. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Okay. Now, can these get away without getting hit by a full stack? Doesn't look like it, so let's just go ahead and move as far out as we can without going into range of these, preferably. We'll come right to here. There we go. And then I think my diamond golem should, yep, finish a stack off pretty easily. Now we get back to these. We should be able to take care of these pretty easily. Now, we're going to move these down. These are kind of in peril if they get hit by a full stack of 40. So this stack just moved. So we should be able to kill this stack for free, and then next turn we should be able to finish them off with this. And there we go. No losses, bit of mercury, bit of gold. Very easy. Jeremy is going to drop the legs off here, I think. And he can pick up the star on the way. It looks like he's already gotten it. Rissa can start gathering. Astral knows that someone's going to have to come save him. And I think that someone has to be Jeremy. So let's go ahead and grab Jeremy. Hobgoblins. I think a few Master Genies should have no problem with Hobgoblins. Let's keep it 15. I'll have a couple to buff the main stack. And that should be all we need to take care of these. A little bit extra experience on Jeremy should be good. Fafnir, to be fair, could probably clear this out, but he doesn't need to. We've already purchased here. We already said we don't need to purchase anything here. We did forget to look at the artifact merchant. That was a bit silly, but I think Fafnir can do that. So we'll go to Silverspire. Did spend all our gold, but we do have some resources possibly. Let's see what's in here. Alright, well we automatically see something that we really want, and that is these gloves. Torso could also be good. This would be great. Let's see how much this costs though. 80 or 40 mercury. I think I'm okay trading off the mercury for these for sure. These are a bit too expensive. Yeah, 20,000 gold. The AI will probably pick this up if they have someone that can. This is very cheap, although I don't think I need this. I know I got the mystical orb. Obviously the well could be pretty good on Fafnir. Let's take a look at which one we already have. None of our heroes are tucked in towns at the moment, so we can see everything we have just by scrolling through here. Yeah, we got the Mystic Orb of Mana, but we don't have any of the others. So I do think that would be fine to get as well. It's very cheap. I think that's the Ring of Life that we already have. Yeah, so we don't need that. This would be great, but it's very, very expensive. Which makes me think, yeah, the torso is your 4th level units. Okay, so the arms must be your 5th. So I had that backwards too. So that would be the Arc Magi growth. Honestly, really good to get, but also a bit too expensive. So we did say we were going to trade off, I think, the Mercury? Yes. Yes, we'll trade the Mercury for it. I think it's the least needed resource that we have right now. Could argue the crystal is our least needed resource, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. So yeah, Fafnir goes ahead and picks himself up the Equestrian's gloves. And we did also want to grab this. We can use a bit of stone for that. And so now we just need the little golden bell charm, which I don't know if we've ever seen it. I don't recall seeing it, but it's not something that really excites me, so I could easily scroll over it. Yeah, it could get it out of here. No. There's quite a few places we can get it out of, actually. So, you know, I think, now that I'm here, I think Lebetha's going to go back out on a boat. And I think we're going to start clearing some of these. There's a few Beholder Sanctuaries down here. I know Solmir's kind of out here. Might be causing a little bit of trouble. But with 4 gargoyles, I'm not too afraid of him. So let's go ahead and have Fafnir return to Sorrow Crown. Now that he's kind of done what he needs to do with these. Torsar is still exploring, but he kind of has hit a wall. He can't really do much exploring anymore. At least not in this area. There's a little bit of gold here though, so we'll send him up this way. We'll grab this. We really do need to get someone down here to pick these 2 camps up. I'm not sure who's going to do it yet. I kind of want to make sure Blue is out of the picture before we just start celebrating our new town. Solmir is just gathering resources. Tan did break into this zone over here, but it doesn't look like we can see what they're up to. To be fair, the road does seem to go down, so maybe there's a town out here. Of course, we'll be able to figure that out soon enough. Let's go ahead and finish off these mummies. Very free kill. Grab this. We'll go for the Grand Elves now. I think we'll just let them go. They have a chance of killing some Arc Magi, and I don't want to lose anymore. And let's go into the Manse. This is probably pretty unavoidable, but we do have access to quite a few spells. This one looks a little bit softer than the last one we did. The one we did before had 6 stacks of 16 vampires. This is just 12. What stack goes first? Looks like it's going to be this guy up here. And we are much faster this time around. So hasting doesn't seem that necessary. Prayer could be good. I don't think any of our damaging spells are the option unless it completely kills one stack, which it almost does. Close enough, in fact, that it might actually be the best play we have. Obviously, I think the Titans will delete a stack of their choice along with the Queens. Our faster stacks will all get to move. Obviously, I don't think these are going to get the luxury of casting a spell. We're going to kind of have to pick a corner to move into, and it looks like it's going to be this corner. And we'll have to deal with these guys as well. But I think the Master Genie shouldn't have any issues with that. So if we clear the left side of the map, we can move everything to safety back here, and we can mount our offensive. So I think prayer is fine for now. Kind of ensures that everyone gets to go. It'll buff up our damage quite a bit. Let's just make sure these aren't in range of the Titans. They are. So let's just switch the Titans into melee mode and walk them up here to deal with these. Next, these Master Genies are just going to come back. They do get morale, so we do get a buff. Who do we want to use it on? Maybe the Arc Magi. So they get Bless. Go ahead and clear these guys out now. The Queens could go forward, but I don't think they need to. We're just going to go ahead and move everyone back. The Queens do need to get out of range. And so do the Arc Magi. And now we've kind of set up our side of the map, and I think this turn we should be able to clean them out without any losses. So let's go ahead and just kill a stack. As for buffing anyone, it doesn't really matter, but you can just throw some buffs out on everybody. Just make sure this isn't the big stack, because I want to use them to kill something. Kill the one that's farther away. Gargoyles cannot get a kill, so they'll just take a defensive stance, and we finish off the vampires. We get the Vial of Mercury. That is pretty good. I'm glad that we chose the Mercury to get rid of. I also knew that we had the mine underground we're going to get to, so yeah. The Mercury was our most tradable. We shouldn't need Bless anymore. We actually have way too many Blesses going on here. We should have equipped this before we took this fight, but yet now that we've taken all this out, we didn't get the attack or defense from this. I think that's okay. There are quite a few stats to be gathered up around here though, so we are going to be getting to that. Let's go ahead and send him back to Fracture. And now we should have access. I think we actually have to open the town. Now we should have access to View Air. Well. Alright, let's take a look at the world. So we were right, there is a town over here. No one has been to it yet, so I think we're going to want to head in that direction soon. Looks like we have green up here. Looks like red has got a lot of activity down here. All of their heroes in this corner. This must be their main area. This is where Nemus lives. And clearly Nemus and all of her friends. That's 6 heroes in the bottom right of the map, the southeastern corner. We have pink, who looks like they're about to claim themselves a town. We also have pink kind of venturing into orange lands. Could be a little foolish of them, but maybe orange is the one that's in trouble. I'm not sure. I believe this is orange. If I remember, we'll double check, but I think orange is the Conclave player. We actually kind of want to take note of where they are because we might be needing to come after their town to get Earth Magic. There's also another town here with similar terrain to this. It could be, again, another dungeon town. Is this the terrain that the stronghold uses? Because I know there's actually a penalty for that. That would be a bit strange, but I guess that could be the case. I'd have to look at it outside of this menu to be sure, because I can kind of tell by some of the things that spawn in that land, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it is. And now let's go underground. So there's a town right here. It doesn't look like anyone is around to get them. There's towns everywhere over here. I'm surprised Tan never got this town, since we know we saw Vitamina over here. And she did not go in this direction, I guess. Then we have Pink over here. They don't look too... They might be the most dangerous opponent. Did they have a town on the surface as well? No. I do believe that they are also a Necropolis player. I'm assuming they are not attached to this section over here, or they clearly, with their 4 heroes, one of them would have ventured their way over here at some point. They have a town to the north that they'll probably eventually get. And we did see that Pink was venturing into Orange's lands, so they must have found a way up into Orange's lands. We have Teal, who seems to be the only faction that actually was able to pick up one of their towns, and I think we have found Pickerdom, and he looks like he's a long way from any kind of town, so I think Pickerdom might go out with a little puff of smoke. I don't think he's going to get to too much of anything unless he has Dimension Door. Yeah, he looks like he went a little bit too far away from home. So yeah, we attacked blue at the perfect time. And I do believe they're going to time out, and I don't think we have to be afraid of them. Red is going to get another town over here. Looks like it's in their section, so yeah. Red looks pretty scary. Pink looks a little scary. And now let me just check. Who was the Conflux player? It is orange. So it is right here. This is the Conflux town. We can be sure of that. So if we can find a way to get over the walls, I think we do want to go after them relatively soon here. Obviously getting Halon over here isn't going to be the easiest thing to do. I think if we walk him here, though, maybe go grab that Pendant of Courage that we know is there, walk him here. If we get access to, say, Dimension Door or Fly, we can go over this wall, and we'll be back at our main lands, and then we'll be able... Actually, I think we could just come to here and then maybe Town Portal back to our main lands, and we can get the Mage Guild level 5 here. Got 2 chances of it being Fly or Town Portal, and then with that, we can head into this land and start working towards orange, because they seem to be a little preoccupied to the west. We might be able to get in there and attack them. So that does seem like a job for Halon, or something that he can start working towards. Obviously he could just head in this direction and take this town too, and we can really cement this section of the map as ours. Although that might be a little difficult with green being right here, because once they get access to mobility, it'll be a lot harder to keep all this safe. As for our dungeon town, it does look like Pink is not able to get to us, but they are kind of the ones that are in most of our areas here. Teal is obviously kind of right over here. I do believe they have 3 towns. Okay. So Teal is definitely becoming kind of scary. I didn't even realize that. They have 3 towns. But it doesn't seem like anyone is going to be popping into our lands anytime soon. So I think we're pretty safe. Okay. Let's get moving. Let's do this right. Let's do it right. So, get to buy something else in this town. Mana Vortex would be an obvious choice, but maybe we want to start getting the dwellings going here. Like I said, I do want to kind of get the tower and the dungeon force combined. I want to start building up the dungeon forces. We also need quite a few defenders here. We'll think about that in a moment. We also want to get into our Mage Guild level 5, we decided. It doesn't have to be here, it could be here. We need someone to get those resources. I think that's what Fafner's going to do. Let's go ahead and get the resource silo here as well. Let's get that sulfur production up. We have no sulfur production, so let's get a little bit going. She's pretty far off from this. She could get pretty close to here. Alternatively, we can give her some stats. I don't see why we wouldn't. Let's get her some spell power. Let's hit this wheel, and she can start making her way back here, and then she can go grab the ore pit. Halon doesn't need to stay in the town, but if he is going to venture to the north here, he still can't pick up his angels. We don't know how Pickerdom ended up getting to where he is, which makes me think that it's very possible this is I think this is the goblins, another stack of hobgoblins up here, so these may not have been here before. There may be a way underground over here. And so, while we think that Pickerdom might go out with a puff of smoke, he might pop up over here and start coming back towards his main town, because it's really his only option. He would also know that it's only defended by a handful of angels by now. And that might be a problem. It could be a problem. So Fafner doesn't have to go without troops, actually. Maybe we give Fafner the angels right now. He could just take them. Then he could come back here. We haven't bought it yet, but we should have. We get the Mana Vortex, pump back up his spell points. He can clear out these, head in this direction. So Jeremy's going to take care of these. Let's do that real quick. We know that needs to be done. Let's clean those up. Now he can start heading back in this general direction. Because, yeah, we do want to get him into the dungeon town. We want to get him nice and tucked in. He's ready. Grab a bit of knowledge on the underground. A little bit more experience. So it looks like this area is also blocked off. A lot of resources in this area, but not a lot of treasure. Okay, so Torosar, I think he has done what he needed to do. He could grab himself a few more rogues and maybe even take on one of these guards. He can't see how many are here, but I think if he comes up here, he can. 46 Wolf Raiders is just a bit too much. 25 champions is very doable, but this is probably the strongest guard down here that I can see. Maybe these wyverns are worse. Don't think so, though. Champions are pretty burly units. Yeah, just a whole lot of magic elemental. This could be a town portal scroll. Not that we need it anymore. Okay, so yeah, I think Fafner is going to pick up the angels, actually. I think that should give him a very... Oh, that was the wrong town. And we can come in here. Fafnir can take the Angels. I think that's fine now that we have our Titans rolling. Do we want to pick up anything else to help him out? Maybe like 3 Master Genies, one of these, and that should be fine. Obviously, him having a big old stack of Nagas makes sense, right? Because he is the Naga specialist, but not entirely necessary now. Halon can take... Do we care? We don't care about Halon's movement. Halon can take these from him. Anything we'd like to give him? Not necessarily. I think we want Halon to have the gloves, though. Now that he has this for morale. Actually, I think that's fine since he's going to take the Angels. He shouldn't need any more morale than he already has. Actually, he does because... No, that's only if you have 3 factions of units. So yeah, this should be fine. He should have +1 morale. Halon should have +2 morale with this setup, which should be fine. And we can give him the gloves, I think. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually fine. Okay. We only have 1 type of unit, so yeah, we get the morale from that, plus the crest. And then he'll get the morale from the Angels and the Still Eye. Perfect. Josephine has the Mystical Orb. Nothing we can do about that yet. We have quite enough, or quite a few spell points left. I think we still go back to Sorrow Crown, but I don't really think we're going to go... Or we have quite a few more movement points left, but we don't have quite enough spell points, so I think you're going to wait into this town. I do want to make sure that he can use Town Portal safely and also cast a spell in a fight. Halon can just wait here, I guess. Get his movement points up for next turn. Our fastest unit, I do believe, is the Master Genies. Actually, it's between the Titans and the Master Genies, and I think both are fine. Don't think we need to reinforce the Titans just yet, but we could. So, Astral picks up the gold mine on day 2. He's going to start heading up here for the Standard Genies. Then he's going to head for this windmill. And so yeah, his job is going to actually be to pick up all of these units and drop them off here, and then make his way back to the gold mine again. I think it's doable, but like I said, if it stretches him a little bit too far to where he can't get it all in one turn, maybe we think about purchasing ourselves another scout once we get our defenders tucked in. Rissa's going to come down here, pick up the Mercury, and it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of a system going now. Shouldn't have to lose anything here. Let's just wait. Okay, so these are slower. Let's move the 2 big stacks down. This will probably be where they both go now. But if they do stay up, we should be able to clap them real easy. Okay, there comes that stack. And we are at a speed disadvantage here. But it does look like both of these golems can do the work. So let's just move these guys away so we don't lose them. Okay. Oh, nope. They go first, so we're going to lose nothing. Good. That's good. Okay, come down here, grab that. Come over here, take out these. These are pretty fast. These we might need a spell for. She does have sorcery, so she's pretty strong when it comes to her spell casting. I think we get rid of the ones that have retail. I think we're speed tied. Yeah, with our native terrain and Josephine specialty, we are 7. So that means we should go first next round outside of these, but these aren't really a threat anymore. If we move forward here, they could get morale. So I think we wait. And I think these just defend. These can't wait. These don't have a native terrain, so yeah. These can't wait, I don't think. They're gonna just have to move no matter what. Do we want to move them forward? I don't think so. I don't even think they need to be a part of this fight. So this stack will get to move now. If we kill them, I think that's fine. Okay. I think we can lightning bolt the stack down here and get rid of most of them. And they shouldn't be a threat. And they're not. And I think we can just do that, finish them off. So we do get an impossible choice here. A very impossible choice. Armorer is invaluable for her specialty for the type of units we're using. It's very, 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 very good. But we also get it offered basically access to Town Portal. Obviously, we could get her a scroll at some point. We weren't really planning on making Josephine a main. But, or I guess I could call it, instead of a main, an exploratory hero. Someone who actually goes out onto the map. That's one thing her specialty doesn't do her any favors with, is golems are slow. She doesn't really get around very fast. She doesn't have logistics, which means she's going to run out of stuff to clear here. That being said, getting Town Portal allows her to kind of explore out a little bit. And maybe she could be the one who kind of does a bit of our underground exploring. Her force, while it isn't fast at all, and as you can see, we're having to use spells to kind of supplement that, we could get her a bit of a proper force and have her clear. Since our main doesn't seem to be at peril, and having her sit in there is probably a disservice to us. So let's go ahead and take the armor. Because I think we'll get offered this again. Obviously we will if we get enough experience, but I think we can actually get her enough experience to get offered this again. So let's go ahead and take the armor, and we'll start heading this way. Oh, we didn't get the spell. I think that's fine though. A Guard of Pixies, this is probably at best a level 2 spell, and it's probably not one we need. Let's get down to Fafnir now. Oh, we already did. We're still in the same turn. We need to get out of this turn. So let's get out of this turn. Alright, there goes Solmir. Alright. Now we're in the lull of the mid-game for sure. Just gathering up. So we need to kind of speed this up. We need to start moving. I don't see why she doesn't get this. Start heading back that way. Astral's gonna head to the windmill. He's already got the genies, I believe. Yep. Guess I should have checked that before I moved him, though. Torsar can't take out these halflings. I do believe Torsar now out of things to really explore. I guess there is a way to go over here, so we'll do that. Looks like there's quite a few halflings over here. His the rogue specialty is very nice for what he's doing. Jeremy's gonna head up to this star. Did say that we just really wanted to get him as pumped up as he can, so we can even head that way now. Labetha's gonna get this water wheel, and then she's gonna try to head to the town. Halon is gonna pick up his units. That all looks good. And do we pick up some more units? I don't see why we wouldn't. Very expensive though. Let's get the Mana Vortex first. I think that should be fine for this turn. And now I think we're free to buy any of the units that we want. All of that should be good. There we go. And I guess what Halon can do is he can... We'll check this with Labetha real quick. She does kind of want to go back, though. We don't really have the gold to upgrade the gargoyles that she's found. Yeah, that is cleared, so now we know. And we'll go ahead and start grabbing these stats on our way north. We're going to see if we can get Pickardum his final puff of smoke. Because I have a feeling there's a way down over there. I think that's how we got over there. So Fafnir, we said, was going to come down, right? And he was going to gather these. We also said that Josephine could probably do that too. She's pretty close to it, although she is extremely slow. Jeremy, maybe we need to get him tucked in so we can pick us up another scout. We do have Torsar, though. Torsar could come help Josephine. To kind of get her moving. Get her out on the map. We need Rissa to kind of keep doing what she's doing. Obviously, she has some time now. She's kind of done. So maybe we have her... We'll have Torsar continue to scout. I think he can keep going this way. Get us some more gold. Get another piece of the puzzle here. And... yeah, we can have Fafnir maybe do something else. There's all these external dwellings I'd love to get my hands on. So maybe we go after these Magogs. And we just start clearing this way. Do we get the defense first? Don't need to. These fights should all be very easy. These two for sure. 5 angels is definitely not nothing. Especially when we can buff them. Fafnir has access to pretty good spells. Actually, really good spells. We have Resurrection, too. And Earth Magic. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these Magogs. I think we'll try to get the dwellings. Get a little bit more information on our zone. Magogs are awed by our power, but we are going to take them out. We do want to get a bit more experience. Let's go ahead and flag that, but we won't pick up the Beholders just yet. And I think we're going to start heading this way now. Having this right here is actually really nice. Whoever sits in this town can just pop out, go grab it. Who did we end up getting logistics on? Yeah, it was Jeremy. So yeah, Jeremy's going to be the one in that town. So yeah, it's nice. We'll be sure that he can make it up here. And probably back. Portal being there is interesting. Maybe we shouldn't have gotten these then. But, I mean, to be fair, it's a lot of extra units. Which actually, she does need to come out here and grab those too. Do want to get those gremlins rolling. Rolling again, I should say. Can't forget also that she can town portal around. You know, she does. It does feel like we've kind of turned her into a glorified scout at the moment, but one day she will go to sea, and we will be clearing all this up. Hopefully, we need to... Actually, we kind of have to think about doing that soon, because other players can also go out to sea. We don't want to be the last one to the party. That means most of the good stuff will be gone. Okay. So, yep, let's keep these turns rolling, though. We might forget stuff now, but I think we really do need to get moving here. Try to be as efficient as we can, though. So do we go for the artifact of the shaman's puppet? I think we can get that on the way back. I think right now what I want to do is I want to give Pickardum a chance to fight us. Maybe he won't make it to the town, but yeah, this does go up pretty far, and actually this is somewhere that the Grail could be. If this comes out like this and does some weird, wonky stuff. So she doesn't quite make it, but what we can do with her, upgrade these gargoyles. Now we have quite a few of them. We can get even more if we want. I think we will. Now we have a nice little gargoyle stack here. And she's not incapable of taking fights anymore. We'll come grab these gremlins, though. Maybe she'll town portal back to our main town and kind of join them all back up together and have a nice gremlin stack for her too. Get her a force that she can go out on the water with as soon as possible. Do we get the defense? Again, I don't think we have the time. We might find another dwelling over here as well, so I think we need to just get going. These should be very easy. We get access to expert wisdom, that's always nice. These, on the other hand, that's not a fight we want to take. Unfortunately, there's no way through, and it makes it to where we kind of have to take this fight. I wish I had those rogues on me now. I would like to see how many there really are here. While we decide, let's just grab something in here. We'll get the pillar now that we got the dwelling. Should open up the labyrinth. Now we need the chapel as well. Still, none of those things should be a problem. We might actually, let's see, so we have to build chapel on day 5, labyrinth on 6, and we do required. So yeah, we won't be able to get the dragon cave this turn. However, if I do remember, we do have access to a dragon cave, which is also something that needs to be cleared, but I could have swore there was one down here. Maybe not. Sometimes I get my playthroughs a little mixed in my head. Oh no, there is one. It's just not accessible to us. Yeah, this would be great to get at some point, but obviously it's really far away. That's something we would need Dimension Door for. And a throng of liches is not an easy task. Alright, so I guess we do take this fight. I mean, worst comes to worst, we have Resurrection. It could save a couple angels. We have Meteor Shower. Should thin out the herd a little bit. Not that well, though. His power isn't that great. It's just Lightning Bolt. We have basic slow, but we don't have expert. We do have lots of genies, though, to maybe absorb. Okay, so we're supposed to lose here. Oh, wow. Yeah, we shouldn't have taken this fight, that's for sure. It doesn't mean we're dead, but this isn't going to be easy. All this for a few extra Minotaurs. I think it can be done. These aren't that bulky, right? 30 health on these. Okay, so they're both 30 health. 12 in each stack. Obviously our angels are going to wipe one out here. How many resurrections do we have access to? The problem is once they all turn on, that's when we can't kill them anymore. The angels will no longer be able to finish them off. I don't think there's an elemental effect on their explosion. Meteor Shower is going to kill off half of a stack. Could be what we need to do. These don't have retail, so we kind of need to get rid of these. Actually, these might be the only ones we don't want to get rid of, because these can force our angels into killing them. We can't wait with the angels, though, because if we wait, then they literally are gonna all turn on their explosion. Yeah, we were not properly afraid of these. This is gonna do quite a bit, though. Chain Lightning, of course, we don't have all the spell points in the world. Didn't use the Mana Vortex like we should have. Can we blind these? No. Makes sense, they're mechanical. Shielding the angels is probably not very good. It doesn't stop the explosion from hurting us. It only It only stops the damage that they deal with their attack, which could be useful. These do hit pretty hard. Yeah, they have a guaranteed damage threshold. So like this stack here does it does 108, and then the rest of the stacks all do 84 damage, so 108 and 84 per hit. We have the ability to bring back, it looks like about 1.5 Archangel per resurrection. 380 though is pretty good. If we tuck ourselves in this corner, use our genies to completely buff. Glad we brought that Archmage. We have, how many resurrections do we have? We have access to, it looks like 4? Yeah, we could cast Resurrection 4 times, but we couldn't use any other spell. It might be enough though, because we have the genies. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just go for this kill here. It's free. And then let's start buffing these up. Okay. Here they come. Shouldn't be a retell there. They're activating their explosion powers though. Yeah, this is a problem. Okay, well we didn't lose a genie there, which is nice. Or lose an angel there. We go into this round, we can get a resurrection off. These back up to full. Let's go ahead and run for our lives. We don't make it out. Oh yeah, we will. We get to move next turn. Possibly not, though. The genies can get away. Okay. Maybe we can get them to focus the ballista. I'm totally fine to trade that. So now the archangels are in peril. I have a feeling we're going to take quite a few losses here. It would weaken all of the stacks to kill one, though. But yeah, this one's going to hit us, force us to retaliate, and blow it up too. This one has the most deadly explosion. We do want to save a spell to kill this one, though, or we're definitely going to lose some angels on the last hit. We could alternatively run down here and kill this one, but these are all pretty fast, and they would get into a spot that we don't want them to be. I think if we keep them up here, they'll just keep hitting us. We do have access to resurrection again, so let's go ahead and take this hit. Yeah, we don't die, and we soften these up a bit. Let's go ahead and buff these up. Get fire shield there. Let's move these out of the way. Okay, so we lose another angel. Oh, we lose our Archmagi. He didn't make it out. We needed to haste him, but I think I would have rather resurrectioned here. We saw that one explosion doesn't kill our angels, but we are at the start of a new round here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hit this one first. We're going to take the explosion, and then we're going to resurrect the angels here. The genies are all going to run for their lives, and they should make it out. Sadly, we lost the Archmagi, but nothing we can do. They do hit the ballista. That's fine. These are not quite at full health, so let's give them a cure. And we should be able to eat this explosion without taking a loss. And we do. Alright. So sadly, we lose our mana battery, but that's okay. Do we go for the spell scroll in the tomb? I don't think so. I think we just go straight into the gargoyles here. We can't do the Naga Bank, but the gargoyles should be easy. Now, what is guarding this? Of course, I saw this and I got a little worried, and I am right. We cannot take this fight. So our expedience was not rewarded. And that's, I guess that's just gonna have to, do it. We're gonna have to accept that we can't get the manticores, or I mean the minotaurs this turn. Let's go ahead and head down here. Josephine can head over here, take out these imps. Should be pretty easy. Again, don't have to lose anything here, I don't think. That's right, we've been using lightning bolt to deal with the fact that we're slow. We actually probably should have looked at the turn order a little bit better. This one could have moved way later, but it's fine. Our gold golems needed to come out to not take any losses. These can just wait and then get a kill here. These two come forward. This stack can wait. These need to get out. And our gold golems are going to take a hit, but they should be fine. And then they can finish these off. Very nice. Easy, easy. Alright, and Josephine's not getting a whole lot of experience from these kills, but it's not nothing. So, do we head down now? Or do we go do this crypt? We did choose armor on her. She definitely needs to take more fights now until we can... Well, we don't need wisdom on her for her to be a defender, but we can still pretty sure do it. Oh yeah, that's right. So Rissa's going to help Josephine out here for just a moment. Astral's going to grab the windmill, and then he is going to head for the genies. Torosar is going to explore a little bit more. And yeah, we just see that this place is just tons of resources, but not a whole lot of treasure and reward. So, a couple things down here, like the loins. We have this black tower, and of course this Pandora's box. But not anything too fantastic down here. So let's go ahead and start heading back with Torosar, or heading up to be the one that helps out Josephine, and Rissa can get back to doing her duties. Alright, so we already built in this town. We got the Pillar of Eyes. Here, we've left this completely undefended. I don't think that is wise. Let's go ahead and grab some golems and spread those out. Maybe we'll get the Archmagi as well for a little bit of beef, and that spends the rest of our gold, which is fine. Send it to the next turn. Solmir's getting back in his boat. I don't think it's going to matter. There's Tan, and they're clearing their way into this area. Vitamina looks like she has gotten a lot stronger since the last time we saw her. Her Skelly stack hasn't grown, but she's about doubled her liches. I don't think she had any, what are those, Dark Knights? I don't think she had any with her last time, but now she has the upgraded version. She only had regular vampires, now she has vampire lords. The fact that she was able to upgrade those from where she was, I mean, I know it's been a couple weeks, but she made it all the way back home, it looks like. And she has doubled her dragons and upgraded them into ghost dragons. So Fafnir is now just... Do we search this tomb? I mean, we should, right? This could be anything. Could be fantastic. But I don't know if Fafnir's the one who wants to open it. Although, we could easily, like, open it and then take an easy fight like this throng of pixies, and the morale shouldn't be a problem. So let's go ahead and do that. And we get the Armor of Wonder. That's fine. And we head for the pixies to kind of fix our morale. There's a level 2 spell over here. I don't know if anyone went here. They did. So now I can kind of get a little bit more into this area. And as I thought, there is a way down. I do believe Picrodrum should be right down here somewhere. Let's take a look. So it looks like he died. Where'd he go? Oh, Picrodrum. Did he find a way up somewhere else? He did. Oh, look at that. It looks like Picrodrum is trying to survive. And I think he's going to. He found a way up into this zone over here. And he's going to get himself a new town next turn. So Blue is not dead. The puff of smoke lives on. And you know what? I think we'll just leave him alone. We'll leave old Picrodrum alone. We'll let him see if he can become a force to be reckoned with again. I know it's a little bit silly, but why not? Why not? I think Halon can do plenty of other things here. So with that being the case, we can just kind of pick up some of the stuff up here, and we can head back. We got 10 Titans. I'm not sure what we want to do with them yet. But I did want to go after Orange. I want their Conflux Town. I want the ability to gain Earth Magic. The game won't give it to me, and I don't think I'm going to let the game ruin my life one more time. I do believe I'm going to make sure that I get Earth Magic in this playthrough. Because yeah, we've been given pretty mediocre skills at this point, and we really want that Earth Magic. We need it. I really want to be able to move Halon to whichever part of the map he chooses to be on. Let's go ahead and grab these gremlins, and we're going to teleport her back to Silverspire. That should be fine. We're going to come in here. We're going to look at these artifact merchants again. Did anyone buy anything out of here? Doesn't look like it. It's fine, we're not going to be able to get anything. And we are going to build ourselves another fantastic gremlin stack. Do we want to add any Titans to the force? We easily could. Obviously we can't afford it this turn, but she could wait back. I don't think she needs it. I don't think 2 Titans is going to make us be able to clear the... Oh, I forget the name of them. I can see the arm here, so I'm pretty sure this is one of them. I don't think 2 Titans is going to make that accessible. Maybe with her spellcasting. It's like Hydras and Serpents. Pretty sure that's all it is. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make it accessible. Although, technically, what we could do, if we can get out on the boat fast enough, is we could have Halon pass her his Titans right here on the coast, and then she can go do it, and then bring them back, without ever having to get off the boat. These are very good to do. I think it's fine. So do we get the Titans then? I would have to trade, but we do have 3 trading posts now. How's the value of it? Let's see, the best way to find out is to look at the ratio from wood to these. So it's 10. I believe the best you can make this is 7, so we're not quite to trading post standard yet. But it's not that bad. We could definitely trade. What would it have to be? It'd have to be a lot of crystal. I think more than I'm willing to give up. I don't think 1 Titan... The 1 Titan definitely doesn't make a difference, but we can pick these up. Get get that gargoyle stack to be a bit meatier. Hit a bit harder. Getting her some genies would be pretty nice. I think there are some here. There's one. Obviously, there's the 3 that are in this town. I think those would be fine to actually come grab real quick. We'll take her to Sorrow Crown. I think we're just going to have to laugh at Fafter for not using this. We're going to grab these guys. I don't think we want any of the other units, though. We're going to go to Facture now. It's a weird town named Facture. It's like Fracture, but without the R. But it makes me want to call it Fracture. Okay, we'll upgrade these genies. Go ahead and grab ourselves another genie. We will also grab ourselves a Magi to kind of help out those spell points. And that's right, we want to get the rest of the gremlins. Looks like we're a little bit short. Let's grab the last 3 though. Let's trade a couple wood to do it. I think that should be enough. Yeah, she looks like she could definitely do some damage now. Most certainly could. Alright, now how do we get out on a boat? What's the best way to get to... I think we could actually get out on a boat this turn if we just do this right. Maybe not. She looks like she's just going to be short. Wait, right here. She has an extra point of movement here. Does she have summon boat though? She does. She doesn't have water magic though, so it's a coin flip. She has a lot of spell points to keep trying though. Let's get her right here. Yeah, I think we can just do it. Okay, we fail. There's 8 points gone. 16. There it is. And we get in. Perfect. And yeah, I think she can just start beelining it. Get right up to about here. Halon can bring her the Titans, and she can go clear this out without issue. Okay, so Jeremy's going to grab some attack. We never really explored down here, but I don't think 15 genies is what you want to come down here with. So Jeremy has other plans, so let's not do that. Oh, we could have went to the trading post here. Still can. Yeah, it should be 150 gold. Yeah. Which is a lot better. Do we sell off half of our crystal? Just to get a little bit of boost to gold here. I think that's fine. I think we'll also, not all of this, obviously, but maybe a little bit of it. Maybe like 10 more. We are building up another town, so we don't want to use up too much of our wood. The gems we definitely keep, even though we have quite a few coming in now every turn. I think we have 3, but still, we want them. I think a Titan costs 3 gems. It costs 2. It's the angels that cost 3. The archangels. So Torsar was going to help out Josephine. Rissa can give back Josephine's gargoyles now. I think she learned haste, yeah. So she doesn't need that scroll. Yeah, this is all fine. This can just go over there, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's get Josephine moving. Oh, we forgot to pass the units because we were looking at the... Oh, no, we passed the units, we're fine. Thought we were going to do this with Rissa for a second. Okay, so she can just head back to the windmill. She doesn't really need to go to the trading post. And Josephine will head underground. She's more than capable of doing quite a bit of this. She's already been down here once, it seems like. Yeah, we did get her down here to get most of these. I don't really want to mess with the mechanics. Halflings are pretty simple, though. Probably take a couple losses without anything fast to get to them, though. So maybe not. The rogues would definitely be pretty easy. The Cerebri looks pretty rewarding. Same situation over here. We didn't go to the obelisk. do think we want to do that at some point, but what was our main goal? Yeah, it was coming to here to get the resources. Then we're going to clear through these, get up into here. Hopefully there's nothing too crazy standing in front of those, because sometimes it could be like a really, like angel wing here, then it's like, you know, 50 archangels guarding a simple sulfur pit because of the artifact they put with it. That does seem to happen quite a bit, as it did with our minotaurs. Do we go for the golems? Yeah, but we just do it tomorrow. We actually get them tomorrow so we don't lose the movement speed right away. Torsar needs to do his main job here first before he goes. Yeah. Before he goes off and does anything. And yeah, I don't really care about stats on Torsar, so he's just going to stay close. Here, let's try to get... Yeah, I'm glad we definitely did that trading, because I forgot we need to build here today. Should do that at the beginning of the turn so we don't forget. Let's go ahead and send it. There goes Solmir, and now we know that he is not going to be dying. At least I don't think. We'll double check to make sure Pickerdom doesn't do anything stupid and he actually gets the town. Sometimes the AIs do some questionable things. Okay, so no, he did gather the town. They recruited themselves another hero. I'm guessing that is... oh, we have Erdemon in town. He's definitely worth picking up in our main, so he can grab all these extra experience and maybe get some estates going. Although I don't know where we would stick him afterwards. Maybe we can go here. But yeah, we do know that Blue is online, and I was going to be nice and let him kind of build themselves back up. But now I'm thinking they're coming for us, aren't they? The way they're positioned, they're probably on the road, and they're going to start moving their way over, I think, to get their main back, which is fine, but hopefully we can take care of the sea business first. We did get the hat, so we can give her that. She doesn't have it yet. Can we get to here? We can. Can she get to there? She can. Okay, so we'll give her the Titans here. I think we should be able to communicate with her on the water. We can. Scuttle boat. Interesting, we didn't already have that. We'll give her the Mercury since she's already got this. Working towards that really good broken artifact. She doesn't have archery. She could get it though. I guess she's probably more likely to get it than anyone else at this point. I don't know if that's true for her class, but just the fact that she has 4 open skill slots, and I don't think Fafnir or Halon really has. Obviously Halon doesn't, and I think Fafnir's got only maybe 2 left. I'm pretty sure she's been to the town, so yeah, she should have access to Bluff. She's been to our second tower town. So now she's got the hat, the Mercury, Halon. Oh, we didn't give her the Titans. Luckily, we remember. And we can just, yeah, trade for a gargoyle stack. That should be fine. And yeah, she shouldn't have any issue doing this. Maybe we give her the genies too. But then we're kind of leaving Halon a little light. Maybe we just give her everything though. What is... we just wasted our movement points again. I don't think we can make that exchange again. So, I guess that's the end of that conversation. It's fine. Too much thinking, not enough doing there. Yeah, we'll just start heading towards this. We should be able to get to it tomorrow. We could probably have one more exchange here if Halon wanted to come up here. Which I don't see why not. Although we do know Blue's coming. I don't know how fast they really are, but they could get here pretty quick. Okay, so we're at a new turn here. Yeah, let's pick these up. Not too expensive units, so should be fine. Obviously, we're going to be slowed down here. Maybe we don't get that last bit of them, honestly. Because now it takes like 10 years to get back. think. Maybe these are just worth leaving in here for a while. Because these are a bit faster. These are just ungodly slow. Like, yeah, maybe once Josephine's actually in the town, that'll be a little bit more doable. Obviously too late to do that now. So yeah, Torsar can go ahead and swap around the units now. He doesn't have anything she might want. Maybe Bloodlust, but I don't see that being something that I cast with all the other options she has. And let's just head straight down for the Mercury. Supposed to lose all the rogues. I'd rather not. Shouldn't have to lose anything here. This should be a clean one-punch kill. But they are faster than us, as we can see. With that being the case, I think what I want to do is I want to haste these. But are we faster if we do? Yes, 100% faster. So let's haste these, and then we can just wait. And we'll just kind of move these up. The rogues, maybe we should have protected them. I don't really feel like walking all the way to try to get them, but should be fine. Just move these around, doesn't really matter. Alright, here they come. Alright, so they stay out of range of... Oh no, they can't. They can't stay out of range, and yeah, they die. Okay, easy money. Can't quite make it to the Mercury, but we'll get it next turn. Rissa is just going back to her windmill. Torsar is going to follow down Josephine. He can't speed her up for the next turn, but that's okay. Jeremy doesn't need to do any more trading, I don't think. Let's go ahead and do this. We should have did this at the beginning. Let's grab our Labyrinth now. Get those big daddy Minotaurs moving. Do we want to do any trading here? I don't think so. I think Jeremy, it's time for him to start heading towards Sorrow Crown. It's okay if he's not the strongest hero in the world. Sorrow Crown is not our main priority. I'd much rather Josephine be stronger. Don't want to mess with those guys. Can definitely take out these mechanics though. Get some more gems. And yeah, looking good. Let's go ahead and send it in again. And we need to keep a close eye on blue. If they have moved further down the road, then we're going to have to be very quick with our attack. Obviously, we can't see them. Oh, okay. We are in trouble. We do want to retreat with Josephine. She does get to flee. Oh, she actually had all her golems on her. Okay, so this is a problem. Let's just take a look at what they have. Alright, so we have our first contact in the world. We're gonna get out of here, but maybe we can surrender and save some of these golems to protect our main town. So surrendering, I think, is a bit too expensive at the moment. We definitely can do some damage to her. But let's just see. Yeah, I don't think I have the gold for that. I think I have like 8k. Unfortunately, I can't tell. Yeah, we can definitely do some damage to her before we go down. She doesn't have any spell points. I don't have to be too scared. It is a pretty meaty devil stack. With not getting any kills here, her stats are obviously much better than ours, which I think is why we don't get a kill. Because yeah, 100 and you would think 101 of these should be able to get a kill. I'm down to trade some golems to do some damage, but yeah, this is a bit of a scary opponent here. Alright, first contact. All of our towns are now in peril. I don't think slowing anyone is really what we want to do. Interestingly, Lightning Bolt doesn't affect any of them. How is that possible? What could she possibly have? I didn't know. I know there's an artifact that makes it to where chain lightning won't affect the enemy, but is there an artifact that makes it to where lightning bolt doesn't work? So we could start working on her stat advantage here and actually start disrupting Ray of the Devils. Just kind of just keep firing that off on them until, I mean, you could see how much more defense they have than attack, though. It would take like 10 disruption rays, and I don't see us being able to get there. So if we do an ice bolt here, these will get a kill for sure, which could be the play here. Obviously we could just focus on something else like these Magogs, but we don't seem to kill enough of them to make that worth it. I do believe that this is only a matter of time before we die, but maybe the next turn surrendering will be a bit better. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do that though. Let's get a kill on the devils at least. Yeah, there we go. Get a kill, at least one kill on the devils. Okay, so yeah, we can see how many we lost there. It was quite a bit. These are just gonna hide down here. They're pretty dead. But they can at least maybe keep those E-freed over here for a little bit longer. The gold golems can't really do a whole lot, so they're just gonna be a distraction. The diamond golems are in a similar boat, but we could get a kill on their wyverns. Obviously, we'd have to take a pretty nasty retail back, though. These, on the other hand, their retail has been procced, and I would kind of prefer to get another kill on these. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so she utilizes stone skin. Alright, how much does surrendering cost now? Now I think we're in range of surrendering. But I'd like to get that last kill on the devils first. That does invite another hit from the Magogs. Is there anywhere we could move that would basically force the Magogs to shoot themselves in order to hit us? If we go on the inside here, the only places she could shoot to get us would be here, which the AI might be stupid enough to do that. Or here. Yeah, I think coming inside should be pretty good. And then we can surrender. Alternatively, the rogues could just get targeted though, which they might do. I think they will target the rogues. That's fine though. But let's go ahead and send another ice bolt into the devils. It does get us a kill. And then we can gauge on if we can get another kill, which we cannot. Unless we stayed in another round. But I don't think that's worth it. So, with that being the case, we could get a few kills on the dogs, or a couple kills on the wyverns, or a few kills on the pit lords. I don't think I want to hit the Ifrit. I'll just take unnecessary damage back. Although they are the best spot to go into. I guess here is fine too. And we could get a hit on the pit lords or the dogs. And then we can surrender. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's get a hit on the pit lords. So we get unlucky there. And they do go for the rogues. Uh-oh. Because they killed the rogues, we didn't get to go and surrender, which I didn't calculate into my equation, but that'll make it cheaper. A lot cheaper. So there we go. Let's surrender here. I don't think she has the shackles, so we'll go ahead and surrender here. We get 2 devils, an Ifrit, and a pit lord. I think that's fine. Okay, so Torosar is kind of in danger here. How scared do we need to be, though? How close are they to us? So, if they go through this portal here, they can get to Sorrow Crown not in a single turn. I highly doubt they go straight for the portal now. But if they did, they would be here in about 2 turns. And then if they go... They can't get to the green monolith next turn. Yeah, okay, so we're pretty safe to be okay. Do we grab the Mercury with Torosar? Who would be safe to escape, I believe. He can easily get out of here, I think. He's These guys are definitely aggressive, though. They came right on in and attacked us. I don't know. We can figure that out soon. Let's grab the last bit of genies, and let's start heading back with Astral. Yeah, then he'll basically be able to do this run again, although I don't think he's going to be able to stop for these. We really want to get this gold. So yeah, this is a bit much for him to do by himself, but at least in the time that we'd like him to do it. Jeremy was going to head down, but it might be a little dangerous now. Let's go ahead and go to Labetha now. Yeah, let's get into here. I do think Halon is going to give her just a few more units to make this as painless as possible. That should probably be fine. Maybe we spare the gremlins, though. We've been kind of letting them die most of this playthrough. I don't think we need range stacks in this fight. And let's go ahead and just... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess that works. And then we can definitely keep him with those. These don't do us any good out here. Guess we can give her this for this. Let's see what else we have in here. That's fine. Yeah, she can just take everything. That's totally fine. Okay, and let's send her into this fight. Should be pretty easy, I'm hoping. Let's see. Temple of the Sea. What's inside? Haspids. Yeah, it's just the different variations of these. Yeah, this should be easy. All right, so we're supposed to lose an Arc Magi and a Gargoyle. I think we could probably avoid these, but it's not super necessary with him having a few Arc Magi to give back, or give her one back, and her having more than enough Gargoyles. With how long this playthrough is going to be, let's conserve a little time here. So we get offered Expert Estates. Or Sorcery. Her spell power is pretty good. I think we continue to make her stronger. Don't want Mysticism, but we will take better boats. Okay, so we get the Cape of Velocity, the Thunder Helmet. 15k. Yeah, this was definitely a nice little cache to clear. Can she make it back to Halon? She can. And it doesn't take her out of the boat, which is perfect. Okay. So now let's go ahead and flop these around, and then let's just go ahead and get Labetha all geared up as well as we can. So I do think I want to keep both of these on Halon. Same with the Thunder Helmet. The Sea Hat needs to go over there. The Thunder Helmet, we don't want to wear that around, but when we get our spell points back, we'll definitely put this on. In hindsight of that, she can keep the crown. He can just wear this just to look cool. This we also want to keep on Halon for fights. I think it's a bit better than this, but this is also good to have when you're getting your spell points back, because if you didn't know, spell points are calculated whenever you gain spell points. So like if you stay the night in a town, hit a well, so at that point you want to put on all of your knowledge gear, but you can take it off the second you leave the well, and you won't lose any of those extra spell points. Kind of has a similar effect as like the Mana Vortex, where it just shows you have more than you can have in total. And with intelligence, actually, he's gonna end up with quite a few spell points. Obviously, I think we want to keep this. We did say that she's the most likely to get archery at this point, so she can keep the bow. Ladybird of Luck. It's actually a very good item in my book, and I think I will keep that on Halon. Undertaker's Amulet has really no application. As we said, we don't need either of these. We can just stick these over here so Halon can have a bit more room in his. We do want to keep Protection of Fire. I don't think we have that normally, do we? No, yeah, we definitely want to keep this as a spell that has an option, or that's open to us, but we will give her Earth Elemental. Protection of Fire up here. And now we can start passing back the units. Get that situated again. Give her one of these back since she lost hers. We do want to keep our genie stack over here. Yeah, but she does need one of her own. And this should work out fine, actually. Yeah. That should be totally fine. I think these speed tie, though, so these would go before these, which actually is fine. Having your Titans go last, is that what you want to do? We could make it to where they go first, although they can't be buffed if they go first. So yeah, let's keep it like that. That's totally fine. She has one genie now, an Arc Magi. I think we put the Arc Magi in this bottom corner with the genie. She doesn't need these. What can we give her? We're basically just leaving her with nothing out here. Her attack is just god-awful, and so is her defense. She really needs to, like, you know, hit some of these Colosseums. Okay, well, let's get her moving. So, she can definitely pretty much do anything out here now. There's no more of these, at least. Shouldn't be a problem. Fafnir's going to grab himself some gems. We do know that we kind of have to think about coming home now. Here, let's pick up the Manticore lair. Really have no defense here. Josephine needs to come back to life. She's got some extra golems. Sadly, we lost way too many. We should have surrendered with the Magog turn. We knew they were going to shoot them, but we were trying to be greedy, so that's what we get. We can grab her a couple Titans here, but I don't think we need to just yet. But I think Josephine's reign is definitely over for a little bit. She's not going to be leveling up anymore. So we're just going to tuck her into the town here. So that way she's not visible to the enemy. Although we don't want them to come after us here. Maybe we do grab these Titans. And what else are we building or buying this turn? Let's see, Jeremy. We don't know what we want to do with Jeremy, actually. In light of the situation. Because Teal is going to be rampaging down here a bit. Torosar needs to escape. Does he go towards Sorrow Crown? Or does he go home? We also have not been keeping tabs on blue, so let's do that real quick. It doesn't look like they're coming for us. It looks like they were both here last turn. It looks like they're going to kind of clear stuff. That's good. We want them to kind of do their thing over here. We'll come after them later. Honestly, one of the advantages of letting them take this and not going after them right away is they're going to build this town up for us. And when we finally do get it from them, it should be nice and prime. Probably not, it won't have a very good mage guild in it, but it'll have all the other goodies. So yeah, we'll let them hang on to that for a little longer. With Halon, so we could teleport back here. We kind of do need to get a scout into this zone. Maybe that's what Torosar should kind of move towards. It's a little bit dangerous walking through here, though. There is a guard there. I can see. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it might be Magi or Arc Magi. And we know they're really weak. Well, actually we don't, because we never got to see Pickredom. We don't know what he has. So for all we know, he's walking around over there with a bunch of Titans, and he can clear whatever he wants. Definitely a possibility, but I think with his setup, I think he'd be fine to do that. So let's go ahead and send him towards Facture. And Halon doesn't need to come back yet. I think he'd be fine to kind of explore around a little bit more. I do think the Grail might be up here. Obviously digging it up on Halon to sound like quite a bit of a chore. We never got to look at that last one, but I think this is enough to figure it out. Yeah, these three slices should be enough. It's just, I don't know. It would have to be, well, maybe we could see it right now. So we know that's definitely not up there. Yeah, we'd have to go more north, I think. Fafnir does have to make the long way around. I don't think he can defeat What's her name? Olin? Otep? Let's see. Let's just go look at her. I forget her name. It is Olima. I knew it was an O. I don't think he can defeat Olima. Her forces are a little bit too good along with her stats. Not that Fafnir's stats are bad, but he doesn't have a whole lot of spell points to work with. And maybe that's what he should do then, is kind of start thinking about getting back here. He doesn't have to walk. I keep forgetting that. It's a lot of obsidian gargoyles down here. I don't think that's a fight we really want to take, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and town portal him back to Sorrow Crown. That's the fastest way to get his points back. We have a little bit of units here, too. The Dragon Cave is out of reach because of the Mage Guild, and the Mage Guild is out of reach because we've already built here this turn. So, yeah, that was never going to get done. Here, we have no one, but we're going to kind of move Torsar in that direction. Honestly, Jeremy, he'd probably be okay to go in this direction, but I don't know if he would actually make it. Which makes me think that maybe he wants to just kind of help out Astral here. I think he could. And he could take all of these. And it is day 7, so he actually does want to do that. He wants to get himself, because he does have these. He needs to talk to Josephine and give her those, though. He can give her the wood as well and take the protection from fire, I guess. And let's go ahead and get Josephine another round of her golems. Got quite a few genies in here now. I think we can leave her with most of these and give him some of these. I don't think Olima has dimension doors, so I don't have to be scared of her getting to us next turn, but we could get the Titans just in case. Alright, Jeremy can just sit outside. He'll be fine. Get his spell points back. Oh, he already has them back. I just don't know what to do with them then. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Fafnir is pretty safe here as well. We could buy... No, we really can't buy anything, so... Rissa's waiting for tomorrow. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Let's see what happens. What does Olima do now? Okay, we have contact. I believe that's green. That's their zone, at least. So she's just kind of clearing stuff over here. The only person that's really capable of going after her is Halon, but he can't get to her. Of course, Fafnir could do it if he had the troops, which would require a bit of finagling to be able to do that. We'd basically have to have Halon teleport back here, step out, Fafnir could teleport in, get a bunch of troops from Halon. It is day 1. We have 10k in the bank as well. We could basically stock him up. Then he teleports back to Sorrow Crown, uses the Mana Vortex to get all of his spell points back, and then he just basically makes a run in this direction, and he'd probably get to her in about 2 days. Okay, so that's an option. We can obviously have Rebecca kind of continue out here, kind of continue seeing what she can find. It's an empty jar. I don't think we need the observation tower. We can basically see everything this way, and we'll be able to see a bit more. She can grab this, though. I don't remember what these do. I think they're basically... I'm pretty sure these are just, like, wells, but I could be wrong. I could be missing out if I don't go there, but that's fine. So Jeremy has nothing to do at the moment. He's a little scared. Torsar could replace Fafnir's spot here. Oh no, Torsar was going to head up to be the scout in this area. Astral doesn't need to stay here anymore. He doesn't have anything. I think we're going to use his movement to get him all the way around. I think we can live without a few genies. Here we ended up with gremlins, which is what I was afraid of, yeah. Halon could clear these first. He could pick this up first before he goes back. He doesn't actually have to be the one that does a whole lot. This is, you can see why it's so important to get Earth Magic on your main, because if he had Earth Magic, we could easily just teleport him here, and he could just go take care of business. But because he doesn't have it, we have to chain units around with him. And he's like quickly where it's like almost better that he isn't your main, right? It'd be better like if we just swapped to Fafnir and let Halon be kind of like a guy that just sits around and kind of clears around towns and stuff. But of course, I don't want to do that, which means I really want to get him back home so that we can start heading west to go after Orange's town to make sure that he can get Earth Magic so we can utilize him in the late game properly. Which is definitely a reason to just stop going this way. I don't think the Grail is going to be up here. Not anymore. Not after seeing what we've seen. Yeah, it's not going to be up there. I guess it could be, this could wrap around. And if that was the case, it could be. It could be the Grail. I think there's going to be water at the top here, right? It's probably going to come around, but it could come to the edge here to where you can't go all the way around. It could be up there. I guess Torsar could figure that out for us. It's a long way, but we obviously have access to it now. We could get a better peek here, and I think we'd still be able to make it back. So let's do that. Yeah, okay, so we can be almost positive now that it's not up here. Well, maybe it's actually, maybe we're standing on it, actually. Let's see. Let's look at the puzzle one more time. A little bit of trees, a little thingamabob here, and a little corner of water. A little bit of trees. Where's the thingamabob? It would be up here, right? So this could be the trees, maybe? Let's see. Go back and forth here. No, it's definitely not here. Okay, let's town portal. Back to Fracture. Step out. Let's send Fafnir to Fracture. Here, we're going to have Halon use his movement points. And I think we just hard swap their artifacts around. Yeah, I think we hard swap their artifacts around. We're going to give Fafnir the stronger force. He's going to keep the angels. He's going to take the Nagas. He's going to take the giants. He's going to take the genies. He's going to take the Archmagi. He's going to leave Halon with basically nothing. Which does make Halon vulnerable to blue. But I think that's okay. He's the one that's in the town now. Is there anything we would want to get? We can get those. Probably want to get the Nagas. But I don't think we're going to go to... I don't think we're going to go back to our main town of Silverspire. Kind of forgot the name there for a second. We can get one giant. It's not really necessary, but we could. Get a few more genies, though. I don't really think that hurts. Fafnir has some really nice stats here now. I think the giant is probably not the way to spend the last bit of gold. So we'll go ahead and do this. I have a feeling we're going to take quite a few losses coming in like this, but don't really think there's a whole lot we can do about that. Go back to Sorrow Crown now. Now in Sorrow Crown we use the Mana Vortex. Is there anything we can do to make his stat points better? We can. We can put on that. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll go ahead and use the Mana Vortex now. And now Fafnir should have a whole bunch of spell points. Now we'll put this back on. And do we want to use Cape of Velocity, or is it really beneficial for these to be much faster? Obviously, if we use Cape of Velocity, he still has the fastest unit on the map with the Archdevil, but a lot of our units would be much, much faster. I think we want to make sure that we can get in on his Ifrit. His Ifrit are faster, but I think their 13 speed, or her Ifrit, are faster than our genies naturally. And we need to kill those pretty much at the start of the fight with the genies. They do hate Ifrit, so they would get double damage. But that's why we don't want hers to be able to get onto our genies. Alright, this should be good. This should be more than enough to take this fight. Let's go ahead and bring Torsar down out of the way of the road. And now Fafnir can start heading this way. He does have expert logistics, so he's going to get there pretty quick. Okay, so we deal with that. Halon's got nothing left, though. We don't have any more gold to spend. We probably should have checked if blue could threaten us this turn. I don't believe they can, so I think we're safe for a turn. Because obviously Lebetha can't move, and Fafnir can't move anymore, so let's go ahead and send Jeremy up now. To where? I have no idea what Jeremy's doing. I think he's just going to stay right here for the turn, as wasteful as it sounds. I guess he could go down here and help Rissa to give us the option to trade immediately. I think that actually sounds worthwhile. We get a little bit of gold there too, and then Rissa can come to the trading post right away in case we want to trade anything to get Halon some more troops, which I don't think is necessary, but could be. We've got a couple more giants in here too. Yeah, this base is looking very well defended with Josephine inside. Got quite a few gargoyles now. Alright, let's go ahead and send this. I think we're ready. Oh, we didn't build anything here. We need to get the Mage Guild. We get Blind and Lightning Bolt, but we already have access to both of those, but that's actually really nice. And, okay, so blue does come around. Tan's continuing their pillaging of the southern plains. Okay, teal is booking it now. They're running for their life, which is a bit frustrating, because I don't know if we catch up to them or not. And with blue kind of poking up, well, yeah, we kind of just jumped the gun there a little bit. Let's take it easy. Okay, so who comes? It is Pickredom. We have found him. Now we know that we made it with Halon. Well, we were right about here. And we made it to the town. If he has expert logistics, he could probably make it all the way to here. And you notice that the second we showed weakness here, here he comes. Good old Pickredom. And obviously killing him would be good. It would kind of push them even further back and then let them spend all their resources on building up my town for me. He doesn't look that scary, honestly. I'm really not scared of him at all. The only stacks he has that can even get to us are his little pathetic stack of genies. A couple wyverns and a couple angels. Probably 4 wyverns and 2 angels would be my guess, is what he's working with. Maybe it's more. angels. Maybe it's 4 angels, but I don't think so. Not with that force. He ain't clearing the big old Griffin conservatories to get those. Unless he, like, lost everything to do it. Like we did. Well, we can definitely buy some stuff here. We can get him a couple titans. I think these are the same speed, so it doesn't matter. We have a few golems in here as well. But now we're out of gold. We do have Jeremy at the trading post. I mean, is that what we want to defend with? We could easily sell some crystal here, so let's go ahead and go to Jeremy. Not Jeremy, I'm sorry, Rissa. Go to Rissa, and let's trade off. Let's do 19. I think 20 crystal should be fine for this state. I know we do have a mage guild to upgrade still, but this should be totally fine. Obviously here we want to get this, but we don't need to do it right this second. Come into here. What do we want to buy with 3k? Some gremlins wouldn't be the worst. Not that helpful though. But they do serve as a target for their angels and wyverns. So let's do that. Getting the rest of the golems is probably the best thing we can get. Maybe like one of these. And the rest golems. We have a few genies now. I think we use those as our 1 stacks. Just sit out here with the titans, and we should be fine. If he does make it up to attack us, we should be more than safe against him with our spellcasting. We have some decent artifacts. Obviously our power stat hasn't been hurt that bad. And yeah, I do think I want to keep the chase going. They've kind of broken into my lands, and I want revenge for all the golems they killed. Do we want to get the flotsome, or do we just want to go straight for the shipwreck? I think we're fine to get the flotsome. Of course, we get punished, but that's okay. That's just a couple bit of gold. That's not too bad. Yeah, I guess we can figure out what these are now. Sacrifice creatures. What do you get? Spell points. Wow, you have to trade creatures for spell points? It's pretty brutal. I think this is actually worth doing. I think these ones give you, they don't show you the world, but they give you like a vision buff. Basically give you like scouting for a week. And we are pretty close to the beginning of the week. So Jeremy has kind of helped out Rissa a bit. I think we can just have him kind of stay around. So we do know that we're pretty safe to move. So let's go back, actually. That was a mistake. Torsar is going to keep going. Although we know Pickerdom is right here. And we know that they know about this. And this could be the town that they choose to go for. Now that I think about it, he's kind of in the middle of both towns. So let's go ahead and actually have Torsar kind of camp out here. I think we have more than enough in here to make a force, and I don't think he makes it today. Although that is pretty close. Do we buy anything else in here? I am definitely not as confident that Torsar can hold this. Wouldn't be able to buy too much here anyway, so I think Torsar may not wait in the town. I'd be fine if they take Sorrow Crown because we can take it back pretty easily, and we could just spread these out and maybe get us like a few troglodytes. Yeah, make their life as miserable as possible if they do choose that route. Okay, Astral is going to try to get to this gold as soon as possible so we can utilize it. Rissa is not going to trade anymore, but she doesn't really need to do much else other than get this windmill. Since Jeremy did the southern things. Oh, well, we do need to get that stuff, but Jeremy's going to head down there, so he'll do that too. Forgot about the Mercury lab underground. Well, almost forgot. Halon is staying here because we are possibly under threat. I mean, this is all assuming he has expert logistics. If he doesn't have expert logistics, he doesn't make it to either town. But I think he's probably more likely to go in this direction now because we have reinforced Facture, which could be a reason to actually come out and chase him. But we wouldn't be able to catch him with the golems. And our forces aren't that good in the open. We'd be really relying on our spell casting at that point. You also have Lebeth out here, who we kind of just assumed wasn't going to do it, but she definitely could maybe come down to here and try to meet up with him. Although she does have to lose a turn getting off the boat until we find the dolphin necklace. I don't know the actual name of it, but it's got a little dolphin on it. Yeah, we'll park Torsar right here, just in case he does make it over here. He won't. He can at least flee. We won't lose Torsar as well as Saracrown. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the Battle Scholar Academy. It's pretty free at this point, and we can get Torsar a little bit more experience. And, I mean, leadership isn't really that useful. And I don't think I want to lose a possible more useful skill next level up, so we'll go ahead and just do that. Okay, let's go ahead and send it, see what they do. Okay, so he kind of postures. Doesn't really move. So there's Teal, they're getting the sulfur. So I think we've caught them. I don't think they can get away from us now. Yep, there she is. And I think we've captured her. Yeah, she's definitely in trouble now. Make sure she hasn't gotten stronger somehow since we left her. And I do think those devil kills that we got with Josephine were actually pretty worth. Yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. I think we'll wait. It's probably the final boss of this section. Let's go ahead and finish out this turn. Interesting architecture out here, or biomes. Interesting biomes out here. You got like rocks over here, desert over here, or sand, and then we got kind of like wasteland out here. Obviously you can't get off on these. I really wish they would, like, you know, these maps would have more stuff on these. We do see a spell over here. Something we could probably get into over there. Obviously, I don't think Blue really did much exploring down here, but it looks like they're thinking about it now. Halon has another 10k to work with as well. Does he make it? He doesn't quite make it to Pickerdom. But maybe after we take this fight, then what we do is we town portal back, give Pickerdom some troops, and have him kind of threaten... Or not Pickerdom, we give Halon some troops and have him threaten Pickerdom. We'll have Fafnir clear this fight, town portal back to Facture, give Halon some troops. Halon can move and posture defensively of our zone here, and hopefully we just scare off Pickerdom, but killing him would be fine too, because then he will leave us alone for a while, and they can continue building up our blue town. Jeremy, call it the blue town, but whatever town this is that they've captured themselves, we'll let them keep building it up before we take it. As we've mentioned before, Jeremy's totally safe to do whatever he wants. He's gonna head... Oh, he did need to get this for Orisa, so... maybe Orisa can just do it herself now. And we will. She doesn't have anything better to be doing other than maybe accessing the trading post, but I don't really think we need to do that at the moment. Get a few thousand gold for Halon. I don't think you have to be scared anymore, Torsar, so I don't think he has logistics. Come in and grab yourself some stats. Come up here for this windmill. And we actually do have access to trading if we want it next turn. So now we've reached the moment. Do we want to build anything here? I didn't realize dungeon players also had artifact merchants, but now we know. Obviously we don't need that. We don't need to build anything. We just want to make sure we get to this before the end of the turn, which is kind of an incentive to stop building. Or stop buying troops, but it is only day 3, so we should have plenty of time here. Alright, let's go into this fight. Should be a good one. Okay, so we're supposed to destroy her, and she's going to kick a couple troops with her before she goes down. I think we can do better than this, though. Although this is totally acceptable, honestly, but let's give them a chance to do the fight. Here they come. So they do immediately stone skin. She clearly has expert earth magic as well. Of course she does. Halon is the only hero on the map that doesn't have earth magic. So we could just get a meteor shower in. It's honestly not a bad play. Kind of thin out those Magogs. They're kind of scary. But obviously our Titans probably do quite a bit to those, even though they blocked them off with the Devils. The Ifrit are definitely not in range of our genies now, so we don't have to be too afraid of them, but they are in range of our Archmagi. And they'll definitely take a bite out of these. We do have Resurrection with Fafnir, which is also really nice. Earth Magic is really, really good. So we can kind of minimize our losses there. We could also chain lightning. No, so she definitely has that that neck that keeps you from casting chain lightning, and apparently it also works with lightning bolt. We have all the spells in the world, though. We could slow the Ifrit. A little bit anticlimactic, but it would keep them from getting on us this turn. And it would kind of open up the angels to move up here, although if we go for this hit right away, we definitely take some losses. Only 5 devils left. 32 attack, 47 defense. Yeah, we're definitely not killing those with the Naga Queens alone. So like hasting the Queens doesn't really free up our Titans to shoot the Gogs. The Gogs are going to kill a lot of genies here. They're going to probably fire a shot right here unless we block them off. If we do that, though, I'm pretty sure... Okay, these are blocked off. But all 3 of these stacks... Well, actually, they'd have to choose 2 of the stacks to go in on them. Still not ideal. But letting the Gogs shoot for free isn't great, and maybe we just have a couple resurrections ready, because I don't think this fight's going to go too long here. So let's go ahead and go here. That was nice. Yeah, let's just keep resurrection open. In the meantime, we will bless... We can get the queens blessed. Maybe we get a haste. We get protection from earth. Okay, the genies can take a couple devils. Alternatively, we can just wait with them, though. It'd be fine to go later now. As we said, these guys are probably going to get hit by the sultans. I think that's their only good play. They could go for the queens, but that's kind of suicide for them. I don't think they would get a kill. Maybe, actually. Their attack stat is pretty good. Maybe they get a kill there. Yeah, let's just wait with the genies. I think that's fine. The titans can kill 1 devil, huh? We could also walk all the way across and hit the sultans, but that's obviously not what we want to do. Our health is full with the Titans, so yeah, they definitely can't get a kill back. So let's go ahead and take that hit. So they go for the Angels with the Ifrit. That's fine. As we said, we do plan on resurrecting them. We can get 2 more kills on their Devils here. And then our Genies can probably finish them off. But we get morale, so it should be fine. And that time we get the full hit. Oh, and we actually get the kill here, so let's just take it with the Archmagi. So they go for a demon. Should have seen that one coming. Could have waited with the Archmagi. It's fine though, they don't even get a kill. Alright, and now our Genies can do whatever they'd like. We have the speed advantage. Killing these is definitely a appetizing move, but the problem with that is the damage we take in return isn't great. So let's go ahead and bring back the Archmagi now that they're pretty safe here. And let's actually just get these guys out of our back line, I think. Maybe not, though. If we kill these, can we kill them next round? That would be preferable. We could lose an angel for killing them for sure. That would be worth. But we should have resurrected the angels. If we go for this hit, next turn the angels can finish off the Gogs. The Genies will be able to kill the Wyverns pretty easily. The Nagas can take out the dogs. The Titans can kill whatever they want. And a spell can get rid of the others. Yeah, I think it is definitely doable to finish them off next turn. And, you know, kind of steal all those artifacts that they got. She's all out of spell points. We did use a resurrection. It would have been better to use a spell here. Oh, but these demons here are actually kind of a problem for finishing them off. Yeah. If we don't finish them off here, though, they're definitely not going to make it through the next round, and we're not going to try to wait for them to do more damage to us. Yeah, let's just go ahead and try, at least. Okay, so we get that kill. Yeah, see, we do lose a couple Genies for that. We'll get this kill here. Is that the best use of the Angels, though? Yeah, it is. They don't really get any... They don't finish off a stack anywhere else. These do not get a kill here. So yeah, they have 5 stacks left. And we have 4 troops to go. So all of these would have to finish something off. I think that's definitely doable. It's just how do we deal with either this stack or this stack? This is the meteor of the stack, so the Genies will definitely finish this. Can we kill these with a spell? That's right, we can't Lightning Bolt. Ice Bolt's not going to do it for sure. Magic Arrow doesn't do it. We could blind that stack, though. And if we blind this stack and kill the rest, unless she has artillery, she's dead. That's assuming we can get rid of everything else. I think we can, though. I think the Archmagi can finish these off. The Queens can definitely finish these. I don't see these living. The Titans, I'm pretty sure they kill these, but they might not. But we could walk into range. I think we're fast enough. It also, we're not going to use a spell here, which is kind of interesting. Because there's no point. Maybe we can, like, Ice Bolt these or something if the Titans just barely don't get the kill. Oh no, we need to blind these, that's right. So we already have our spell for the turn kind of picked up for us. So yeah, we need to finish these off, though. And the Titans do about 600 damage. And these have about 800 health. The queens, can they make it to those? Because maybe the titans can kill these instead. I think the queens do that much damage. Yeah, they would do... Well, no, they don't, actually, do they? They do just about as much as the titans. Yeah, him making these demons here was actually an issue. I don't think we're going to get to finish her off. I don't think we can kill both of these stacks. Without some kind of buff coming through from the genies that actually gets us to kill where we shouldn't get it now. But what would the stack be to do that with? Probably the queens, just because they already have two... They won't get the same spell twice, and they already have two spells that aren't really that impactful here. The shield's good, but... Well, you know, what if the titans try to kill these? These have less than 700 health. I think the titans could get that kill. Obviously, they can't walk that far, though. But if they kill those, the genies can definitely kill whatever they want. They do over 1,000 damage. Which would make it to where we could kill these, blind these, kill these. We just need something to get rid of these. And I do think the titans, if they could get there, could do it. Let's go ahead and buff the titans. Because, yeah, half damage isn't going to cut it. They'd have to walk over there and actually hit them. So let's buff the titans, see what we get. So we get Bless. It's not useless. And we get protection from water. Oh, we get another one. And we get protection from fire. Okay. The genies have to make up their mind now. Which stack are we going for? Yeah, they can kill any stack they want. These are definitely easier to kill than any of the other stacks. I think the bulkiest stack they have is this one now. Let's go ahead with the Bless on the Titans. Maybe they can land the kill here. We said we were going to blind these, so let's go ahead and just finish these. See what the Titans can do. Oh! Oh, that does it for us. We get morale. That should be them being dead. 100%. We shouldn't even have to blind anymore, but we could. So, yeah, these all die. These don't all die, but if we go into melee, they almost all die. Man, that's kind of annoying. I wonder if the queens finish this, or finish them off. Obviously, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for the Titans to almost kill a stack, though. So maybe we have the Titans go for the dogs. They can probably do that with a ranged attack. Although, moving them out isn't the worst. Still, the queens can make it to those, right? Yeah. I think, though, we've already kind of figured out that these basically do around the same. No, the queens do a little bit more. With their attack stat, assuming... Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and have the Titans kill the dogs. Let's have the queens go for this hit, and it is a guaranteed kill. And then we have these, finish these off. That should be it. She should be dead. We do lose the angel. Oh, we didn't need the blind. We didn't need to lose the angel. Dang it. We forgot. We got too excited there. It's okay. One angel down. Two genies. We could have resurrected the angel, though. That's pretty sad, because we didn't even use the spell there. But we do wipe Olima out, which is worth. And we get her stupid pendant of negativity. Boots of speed. Very nice. Another still eye of the dragon. Shield of the damned. Crown of the supreme magi. We already had one of those. Oops, she has even more goodies. Pendant of holiness. I think there's one of those Sears huts that wants this. Was she wearing this? Doesn't look like she was wearing this. This was just in her bag. Because we have our full power here. Get the dragon skill shield. That's pretty good. A couple bucklers and an endless purse of gold. We also get expert earth magic. So now we have mass slow. We can get this, and do we get the last bit of sulfur before we go back? I think we can do it. And now we're going to have Halon take one step out. We're going to have Fafnir come straight back to Facture. He is going to flop these around again. So we did get some items that we could give him over. I guess this is fine. I guess he can wear this since it renders your units immune to the lightning bolt and chain lightning spells. Okay, good to know. It's actually pretty good then. We can use the Null Flail now. Shield of the Dam is better than the Null. We already have the Eye of the... These don't stack, so we can just do that for now. Maybe this is better though than that. This might be better than that too. Yeah, I think it is. This is actually better than this. They're both +6, but the attack I think is a bit more useful. Obviously this ring we can just give to one of our defenders like Josephine. Say Fafnir should keep it on him. The gold sack can just go over here. We don't need slow. And okay. We could give Fafnir this cape, which wouldn't be bad, but I don't think we need to. And yeah, now at least Halon's got some discount logistics. And I do believe this is a great place to stop now. We had another great battle. We won pretty handedly. Halon is in prime position here. Oh, we're going to go ahead and also give Fafnir a couple genies and then switch this over. You can give over the bulk of the Titans. You can go like this. Put the Titans here. The Magi can go on the top. Angels can stay down here. They are the fastest unit. And the Naga Queens can maybe stay with Fafnir? I mean, if we're going to go fight someone, still, they probably should stay with Fafnir here. This is actually +1. But technically it's 3-3, right? Because knowledge really doesn't matter once you're out of the base. So I think it's fine to leave this on Halon because he is more of a spellcaster anyways. Yeah, okay. So this is a good place to take a break here. Halon is the one who's out here though, so we will see how close we can get to Pickerdom here. It is pretty close. We did give him the Naga, so we'll just take triple spellcasters. And we will come over to Pickerdom and say hello. Fafnir can stay in the town. He's got plenty of defense here, along with the Nagas. He shouldn't be in danger of losing anything at all. We could just do like this, so that he's nice and safe. It should move him into the town if we get attacked, and just combine this into this. So it should be fine. We could actually do it like that, though, just in case it doesn't. 26 Nagas is more than enough to fight quite a few things with haste. And here we said we are going to try to get this. So that's kind of our goal. We want to get the Dragon Cave going. We also want to get our Mage Guild level 5, which we said Halon needs to get over here, which is something that we're going to worry about next time, I think. Although, I kind of have to decide. We do have 2 sulfur coming in every turn. I'd like to make this decision now so I don't forget that when we continue this. We get 2 sulfur a turn. That's 4 days, that's 8 sulfur. With the trading post, we could easily get the rest to buy that. We just had to make sure that we saved the gold for it. So yeah, let's see what we get in our Mage Guild level 5 here. Obviously, Halon has a bit of a ways to go, but this is honestly on the way to where he needs to go. He needs to come over to like around here. We can get the Pendant of Courage, Town Portal back to Silverspire, and hopefully we can pick up something like Fly or Dimension Door to let Halon kind of utilize, get a little bit more ability, kind of become more of a force to be reckoned with. His army is also very, very good. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Maybe one thing we didn't do here is we could have bought the rest of these and given them over, but it's not really necessary now. Just have a few more of them. Probably should have looked into doing that. At least we didn't leave any Titans in the bank. Yeah. Also, I'm not worried about this fight at all. This fight is free. Pickerton might flee, but that's about the worst thing that could happen. Yeah, Halon is definitely extremely, extremely scary. So, yeah, I think we will find out what we're going to get here. Let's see what it is, because we need to get this going so we can go take that Conflux town. Because Halon cannot afford to get... Oh, no, he can get another level. We just keep choosing intelligence. But we're getting to that point to where we're risking not getting Earth Magic. But let's go ahead and see what we get. What 2 spells do we get? Not what we wanted. Not at all. I mean, they're fine. These are both good spells. Honestly, Halon wants both of these before we think about re-rolling them. But unfortunately, that means we are going to need quite a bit more sulfur if we're going to make this happen. And I think we can end the playthrough there. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.